Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to Monkeys in Training taking on Revolution Esports. 20 minutes late, a little bit late, but nevertheless, we are getting into the series here. Now, Kobe, what are you looking forward to in this game?
In this game, this is a storyline, like pretty much, right? Because this is the finals matchup we had last season. So, MIT, they want to make a good start of the season. They had a bye last week. They want to reclaim their title. And every story starts somewhere. So MIT is gonna have to beat Rev, who they beat in the finals last season. So Rev, they kind of do have like a target on MIT's back. They want their revenge from last season. So yeah, Rev, a bit unlucky. They're going to be losing a couple bans in game one. So MIT should definitely have an advantage in draft game one. But it's going to be a really good series, I think, especially with the whole implication of last season, how this is like the finals like rematch. So I think it's pretty cool that we're seeing that from MIT's first game.
Yeah, and this is going to be an interesting series because Monkeys in Training and Rev have played each other multiple times. They've been around for a long time. There's some history between them. Um, we won't really get too much into that, but yeah, it should be a good series. Monkeys in Training obviously did not play last week. They are 0-0. What there was their bye week. Revolution also technically didn't play last week. They got the FF win against RAR. Um, but they are 1-0, so it does put them higher in the standings. But this is going to be Rev's real first game, real test for them, and it's up against MI2, who is a very solid team in their own right.
I really think so, especially with the addition of Jason KB23. He came in for BFE when it was only like the B and J show, and he popped off. And I remember him picking like Shin and Pantheon mid, and it's absolutely popped off on them. So he is going to be playing top lane for MIT, which I think is a role that he probably looks comfortable on. He can play whatever you need him as a team, like tank, engage, or carry, just anything you need him to play, he'll play it. So I think MIT coming in this season, they did pick up Rocker, who I think is a very good jungle. Annie was playoffs MVP. Merciful Crow playoff MVP last season. I think they're a very consistent team, and they are really good at just out macroing you, outthinking you. They know when to fight, when not to fight. So Rev, they do have their work cut out of them, but Rev, they're no slouch either. They are also a pretty good team. So this series should be very good.
Yeah, and some E subs for Rev. Couple people not really playing main role, but Ash gonna be banned away here from Monkeys in Training. Obviously, Rev in game number one are gonna be losing. I think it's 3 bans. 3 or 4 or 5, something like that. So looks like they're just gonna be banning champs that they both agreed on that will never be played. So, Aesol and Timo going to make the ban list. Pretty pog. Um, Usually you never see them, but they are going to be banned. And even the Draven, they just say, these are the 3 most hated champions in League of Legends. We're taking those away as MIT going to B1 the Morgana.
Yeah, Morgana could definitely be flexed out too. I know Rocker's been playing a bit of Jungle Morgana. It's a very powerful pick right now. So interesting to see where that is. The Rumble will come out in response though, and you got to think that's probably gonna be a Rumble in the jungle as well. So two pretty strong junglers locked in earlier.
All right. Yeah. You see the Rumble coming. The Kaisa is a bit interesting, but Kaisa being locked in. Blind Kaisa to
Oh,
me is a little
wait.
weird.
Oh,
Um,
that's I love it. I love it. So, Percy and Killistera, they are big Zyra Recon players. I'm pretty sure both of them have over 1 million mastery on both of them champions. So this is a really good bot lane for MIT, something they're really comfortable on. I know Killistera also does like to experiment with like this full lethality Zaya, so that could be really interesting to see. So I really love MIT's draft so far, and the Alistar will come out. So I think all like MIT and bot use had to survive early lane phase. That's where Zyra Khan aren't really like the strongest at all, but still together, like it's still a pretty good bot lane.
Yeah, pretty good bot lane for the side of MIT. Now, Blind Kaisami is a little weird because, yes, it's somewhat strong, but, you just lock in the Zion, it instantly counters it. So that being picked up. Also, usually with Rumble, you want some sort of lockdown hard engage, which is why you see the Alistar coming in. Alistar, very good with the Rumble, can lock them in the Equalizer. so that they take massive amounts of damage from that instead of just like half a second of damage. So we'll see what they are going to pick up next for the side of Revolution Esports. And we're going to have to see. Obviously, they still do have the mid and top waiting to be picked. Can be flex, though, as they do have the Rumble coming in earlier in the draft here. I wouldn't be surprised if Rev does elect to go for more of that control mage mid here, but we'll have to see what they will lock in. And it's going to be the Aurelia
Ooh.
flex for the side of Revolution Esports.
Yeah, that's a really spicy pick. You see that either top or mid. I definitely know for sure that Merciful Crow does love playing like control mage, like Victor, Oriana, and both of them are up right now. But also with that Irelia flex, that could be easily counterpicked. So, what do you want to do here for if you're MIT? Because I'm pretty sure
Uh,
KD 23 is fine playing like the big tanking. There we go. We see the Poppy come out. Exactly what I was kind of expecting, something like a Poppy or Malphite, just kind of just go in, just tank up a bunch of damage, and let your team engage. See what Merciful Crow's gonna be playing in this game though.
Yeah, and the Poppy going to be picked up for the side of Monkeys in Training. Pretty good against the Irelia. Can stop her Q. And also decent against the Alistar too. Can't really go for the
Mhm.
combo. So not a bad pick here. As the
Ooh.
Cassiopeia will be picked up for the side of Monkeys in Training in the mid lane.
Yeah, so a little different from what Merciful Crow usually likes to play, but still a pick that I'm confident getting to like know her better that she is pretty good at. I've seen it myself. Yeah, so Mordekaiser. So you think that's be Mordekaiser mid or top? This be interesting
Um,
to see where
We'll
the
see. I
solo
think
lane.
it's going. I think it's going top, and I think we're going to see Skeleton on the Aurelia mid.
Mhm.
Because I think he was pretty well known for the Aurelia mid. I'm not 100% sure, but I know he might have played it a couple times. So he might be taking that mid. Obviously, still flexes across the board. I mean, Mordekaiser could even go jungle if they really want, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We shall see though. But Kobe, looking at these comps, which one do you prefer?
What do I prefer? I mean, it's being able like MIT is probably the team I know the best in this league, and they seem like they're really comfortable in every pick they have. So they won't be panicking as much because there is a lot of room for error, I think, in Rev's comp, especially like with the Aurelia and the Alistar engage. You got to be pretty precise on how you want to play your fights. But MIT, I think they have a lot of good options. You can get the Zyricon, which not the best in lane, but if you get out of lane, Rakan can just carry a game. He's like one of the few supports that this hard carry every game. Cassiopeia, definitely for late game scaling. Poppy's been really tanky. Morgana jungle is really good. So overall, I think it's like how I know MIT. I think MIT has a better comp. But we do have some like spicy picks like the Aurelia mid, which I think the cast should be able to play pretty easily into that. 'Cause Annie doesn't really have to fight like, early game a lot. Doesn't take a lot of dumb fights. Just likes to scale up. But overall, I think MIT has a better comp. But who's one of the things you have to see.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how it's going to go. So, as you can see for MIT, they have Jason KB, aka QGJKB23, in the top lane. So, he will be summoning for tomorrow on the side of Monkeys in Training. For the side of Revolution Esports, it looks like we're going to have Ziliak in the jungle, and Termier probably did not say that right. I'm just going to call him Tem because that's so much easier at the support position. He did play for Revolution IBS in ZGG. Don't believe he's the main support for this team, though. It looks like he isn't. It looks like Ziliak is. But he doesn't know how to play support. So Rev will have him at the support position. Unfortunately for Rev, they did add him to the roster a little bit late. So he is considered an E-sub, but going forward, he won't be. He's on the roster. He is chilling. And yeah, I mean, this top lane matchup should be pretty good. Jason KB up against Greed in the top lane. I'm not going to call him GZ, RZ, EZE, all disease. No way I'm calling him that. Way too long. But Ziliak on the Rumble jungle doesn't really play jungle too much, I believe. So we'll see how he's going to do on this pick. And obviously, BTS Jungkook, many know him as Rocker, been a very solid jungler in the silver scene for a long time and has moved up a bit to the gold scene, but never really found his footing in the gold scene. Now found his way on to Monkeys in Training, looking to rejuvenize his career here. But my matchup to look, that I'm going to be looking forward to, obviously besides the top lane, I want to see how Skeleton does go up against Annie in the mid lane. I think it's going to be a really good matchup for both of these players. I believe Skeleton did go against Chinese Spy in ZGG, and now we'll be going up against Annie. So we'll see how that matchup is going to pan out for both of these players here.
Yeah, for sure. And I just want to warn everybody now, Killistera does have some pretty funny Zaya builds with like Dust Blade and whatnot. So if you see that, just don't think she's a Griffin. There probably is a method to the madness somewhere, but we'll see. That'll come out. But as a Rakan one trick, I really do love seeing Zaya Rakan and be able to cast those games. So overall, I really think MIT has a really solid comp, like a comp that they're like really comfortable playing with.
Yeah, monkeys in training. The standard. We're gonna pick tanks and then kind of just pick the control mage mid, hard scaling ADC, and look to out team fight you has worked for years now for MIT. And starting off their season here against Revolution, tough opponent in the Solari division. A couple analysts, they do have their opinions on the divisions. Personally, I think Solari is a bit weaker than Lunari. Not saying that the teams are bad, but it just seems that Lunari is a bit stronger here. But these are, in my opinion, the two strongest teams in Solari. Obviously, I do the Solari power ranking, so I look at these teams a little more. And to me, MIT and Rev are the two strongest teams in the division. So for me, this is a battle for first place.
Yeah, definitely. With the I guess you can say there's a little storyline drama here, knowing that these two found it, like they went to 5 games in the finals. So these teams they have, I think we can kind of consider this maybe like a bit of a rival between them. So yeah, really fun game or fun series to watch between these two teams when they play.
Yeah. But when both these teams play, it's a banger.
Yeah,
Um, it's MIT Rev. You got the backstory. You got the storylines. All right, it's the banger. This is exactly what you want to see. As we are just gonna look at the pro drift. We got 3 minutes spec delay. We even got a timer now. Fancy. But yeah, for those people wondering, the first 3 bans on the side of Rev were throwaway bans, so they weren't actually banning Asol, Timo, and Draven. Those were literally throwaway bans. So we'll see what Revolution has in store. Obviously, 1-0 coming in. They are undefeated, even though they got an FF win. So, they're undefeated, but you put the little asterisk next to their name. You're like, are they really
yeah,
undefeated?
big asterisk. I guess like yeah, this is first time these two teams are actually playing each other. Like, MIT did have a bye last week. So, maybe we'll see some like Russ. You don't know, never know. I've heard there's a little drama. People are scared to scrim MIT just because of
Yeah,
how
it's me.
good they are.
Yeah, it's actually just me. I rigged it. Um, I made sure that no one would scrim them. Um, but like one thing that I've seen, at least in leagues, it's happened to one of my teams before. When I was in gold minor in BOL, this is a while ago. We were like the best team, and nobody wanted to scrim us for like minor. Like we wanted to
Mhm.
get practice against some of these teams that were like somewhat in our division, but we weren't going to play them again. So we wanted to get practice against them, but they're like, no, we're just going to get 2-0. We don't want to play you. So then you're just like, oh, okay. So then you have to kind of go against people that are better than you, like a way better than you, and then you don't really learn anything. So like it kind of does suck when you can't get those scrims, but at the end of the day, like you'll be able to find a scrim. Okay, we were able to find
Yeah.
scrims. All right, it just took a little bit, but yeah, monkeys in training. They have the legacy. 0-0 though. It's new season. You can talk about last season how they did win it all. 3-2 against CB in the finals. We can talk like obviously about that. They do have that to their name, but it is a new season. So you can't really just be like, well, MIT is going to win it all again because new season, new players. I don't really have many returning players. They do have Annie, who is coming back from the team, but that's really it.
Yeah.
And Killistera. Killistera is coming back. Did play a bit in the playoffs, but top laner new. Their jungler BS Jungkook, they're new. Their support Willow, who I don't think they're playing today. I believe they're not. I don't know. I didn't check, but they're new. Okay, so Rakan out is playing today. So new team. They still have some people coming back from the championship roster, but new team. Rev also have a couple people from last season, but also a bit of a new team. And 10 seconds until we get into the game. Kobe, we got to do our Drake predictions. What are you predicting today?
Ocean.
You think it's going to be Ocean? Okay, I'm going to go
Yeah.
Infernal. I'm going Infernal. So we'll see as we are going to be loading into the game here soon. Chat, I want to see your support. Who do you guys think is going to win? Hashtag MIT win or hashtag Rev win. Let's see in the chat who you guys think is going to take game number 1 here. So we are loading into the game. Kobe, am I going to get it correct or am I going to get it wrong? What's the play here? I was
mean,
4 for
no.
4 on the because I went on to I think it was no. I was counting EDL and then I was counting the Amumus. And I was
Oh,
4 for 4. And
no.
we went into the 5th one and then I got it wrong. So I'm 4 for 5 over the games I've casted since EDL or EL has started. Okay. So I got to keep the streak. Got to stay
I
up
mean,
there.
like, the only time I ever got it was after the All-Star break. Then I kind of went on a roll. So, I'm scaling. Probably going to get it wrong here, but I'm scaling.
You said Ocean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No whales. The hashtags do nothing. I just wanted to do it for fun. Once we get affiliate, we are going to have channel predictions, though. You guys will be able to use channel points, but we aren't affiliate yet. So
And gamble your life away.
you gamble your points away, As we are at 100%, just waiting a little bit. Now, Kobe, as we are about to get into the game, this is kind of irrelevant, but I want to ask you something. Who is your underdog team? Because you're not on the pre-show, so can't really, talk about that. But who is your underdog team as we load into the game? Real quick, just let me know.
Honestly, I don't know.
It takes like a month, usually.
I'll have to consult Matt Pizza on that because he loves underdogs, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Because the way the division's set up now, I think there's a lot of opportunities for new underdogs to come up, kind of like Chicago Dragons last season.
Yep.
But we're just so early that I don't know. But I do like how Haven have all matchup profile picks. So, I'm gonna go with them.
Haven,
Yeah.
okay, you're going with Exernian. I believe she also said Haven was the underdog team. So matching Exernian there as we are loaded onto Summoner's Rift here. We got some big names in the chat. Colonel, how's it going? He is our play-by-play for the Gold League. Make sure to check that out Mondays at 8 Eastern. Make sure to be there or you're square. I don't know, but just be there.
As some Mountain Drake still in it.
Yeah, we are still in it. It is the Mountain Drake. And there's Paul, who is the color caster. They're both here supporting their boys, MIT, watching their org play. As I can't wait to see this matchup, though. I think it has a lot of legacy behind it, a lot of history. And as we zoom in on Killistera there,
Yep.
she's
getting
chilling.
Cloud9 versus TSM vibes from this one.
There earlier on there when we were doing the pre-show, it was ULE versus same strategy, and I was like, wait, these logos look like Reject TSM and Reject C9. Guys, it's budget C9 versus budget TSM. This is the series to watch. We have to watch.
Yep. Import NA speed run airport hack.
Of course, yeah. As both teams getting to the lane here. We'll see how it's going to go. Both junglers, they are power farming junglers. It is the Morgana. It is the Rumble. They're going to be looking to full clear their jungle as fast as possible, but maybe we'll see some action. Obviously, when Rumble hits 6, he wants to get something done. As meanwhile, on the top side, Greed taking some damage against JKB in the top lane. As it looks like...
I want to point out to the Spanx Coat cleanse instead of heal. Definitely watch out for that.
Yeah,
I think it's fine here. They're
going to walk forward. Ooh, okay, nice nice W out of Rakan out. Was able to get out of the headbutt pulverize coming through from Temir in the bot lane. Both junglers are pathing to the top side of the map. Looks like Rumble is a bit ahead in the clear here. Ziliak a little bit ahead of BTS Jungkook. Both junglers should be on that top scuttle around 3 minutes 20 seconds, maybe a little bit sooner. We will have to see. Not much is really going to happen early on. I think both these junglers are power farming, so maybe we'll see a fight around Scuttle, but otherwise there really shouldn't be anything else, unless there's a solo bolo or a single dingle or something. But there shouldn't really be anything else. Around the bot side, Rakan out. He did go in. Temir takes some damage, but that was really it coming through Good trade from MIT's bot lane, though.
Yeah, looking early so far. I mean, there's not a whole lot of prio in both lanes, but I think Rev do have a bit of pressure on applying prio, so definitely look out for that. Rocker is taking topside scuttle, but Rumble is around his Krugs. That could actually not be very good for him if Rocker just like he sees him out there, he just goes straight to bot scuttle.
Ziliak
He's
is
about
here. He's
52.
looking for the counter again. Greed. Will he want to turn this one? They're gonna walk away. Here comes the pullback. Nice E coming through from the Morgana. That's gonna be some damage coming down onto BTS Jungkook. He has to flash away. That Rumble does so much damage with his abilities and the Dark Harvest proc coming through. BTS Jungkook has to burn the flash. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we saw some trading going down on a Merciful Crow, and she does lose about half her HP against the Aurelia here. But this top lane matchup for the side of MIT, they are down a bit of CS. Obviously, Jason KBA, not really a top lane main, so can't really blame him. And Greed, a very
he was playing
strong
top laners though, in mid lane for some reason.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Potter, we were talking about C9 TSM, not CLG. But ooh, JKB takes a decent amount of damage. Who would be the CLG of this league? I actually have no clue. I remember Subversive Gaming last split was like the TSM because they had the TSM logo, so we were like, yeah, it's just budget TSM. They're good.
TSM.
As Rocker now on his Krugs. Bot Scuttle was taken by the side of Revolution Esports, so both junglers seem to be a bit even here. Like I said, Rebel has a little bit of a faster clear here, or at least clear speed, it looks like, on Ziliak here. Yeah, 500 gold lead already to the side of Revolution Esports, mainly the CS leads that they've been able to get across all of their lanes. Looking very strong here in game number 1 as BTS Jungkook is on the bottom side of the map. We'll see if he wants to start up the Drake here, but looks like he's just going to walk right back. Now, Rep's bot lane, they are pushing in here. They could possibly be punished. They don't have vision in the bush as BTS Jungkook. The binding will land. Root going to be coming out. That's going to be the Alistar taking a lot of damage. The pull back first blood going over to Rakan out.
And really nice patience by Rocker there to wait for that gank to kind of come to him and just engage when he saw the opportunity to. So, pretty good. And now they should be able to just get Drake free for this. But a really nice patience from Rocker.
Yeah, replay here. He looks for the bot lane push for Revolution Esports is ultimately what ends up screwing them over. MIT letting the wave push into him. They know Rocker is on the bottom side of the map, BTS Jungkook. And since he was on the bottom side of the map, Alistar is like, wait a minute, they could be on the Drake because my Rumble's on the top side. He face checks the bush, and because of that, he goes down. First blood going over to MIT. Well played.
Yeah, still not end of the world. The kill did go on Rakan, unfortunately, not Zaya. But, oh, I'm wrong.
Oh,
no.
Ocean. All right, I don't worry. I can still save us. We can still be 100% together. All right, I can still save us.
I'm getting carried.
Right.
I'm getting boosted. Like,
don't worry, you'll carry me in the playoffs, okay? Because remember last time in playoffs, I got like every single one wrong, and you got them all right. All right.
Yeah.
Just
after All-Star game, I was just popping off.
Yeah, you were smurfing on that one. As meanwhile, looks like first Drake was taken by the side of Monkeys in Training. Also got the first blood. So despite that all going over, game is dead even. I mean, 100 gold lead doesn't really mean much. So very close game here is now Annie getting that back. Merciful Crow getting the back in the mid lane. And yeah, I mean, now we're going to see teams probably start to play towards this rift when it does spawn. TP going to be used in the mid lane from Merciful Crow. To
one small thing I like how all of MIT, they kind of all backed around the same time. That is something you don't see a whole lot, but it can actually be very useful for your lane and tempo of your whole team's backs all together, like all across the map. So I do like that. I don't know how much it's gonna make a difference in this game, but I do love seeing that from MIT.
Yeah, and Skeleton quietly has been getting a pretty big CS lead here in the mid lane. He's got a 20 CS lead over Merciful Crow in the mid lane. Now, obviously, Merciful Crow still has to catch a couple minions, so it will even out a little bit, but it's still going to be a big lead for the side of Revolution's mid laner. Skeleton, who we really haven't talked about that much, a very solid mid laner, play on GSG a bit last split, and also was on Rev in their playoff miracle run to play MIT in the finals. Obviously, they did lose to MIT in the finals in Zero Gravity Gaming, but he was a core part of the team. Definitely a really good player in his own right, as Poppy getting some CS on the top side of the map. But yeah, I mean, like we said in this game, junglers are not really going to be very active. They're just going to be looking to farm it up. They're not really going to be looking for a lot of these plays. Rocker, he was able to get a play onto the bottom side of the map, was well played by him and get a kill. But otherwise, yeah, nothing really much has happened. Both junglers just power clearing, trying to get those camps higher level, trying to cycle through them as fast as possible. And probably going to be fights around the objectives mainly. I don't really think there's going to be much jungle involvement in lanes, as some trades onto the top side. Rocker just clearing out vision on his side of the map. Now looking to hover in the mid lane. Ziliak, he is walking to the Herald. We'll start it up here. So it looks like he will be going for that one. And should just be free. He has Prio in top. Mordekaiser will walk down. If anyone walks up, he can just ult them out. And the only problem is, MIT does have a pushing mid wave, so if Annie does want to go contest it looks like they won't contest this. I mean, I don't even think they know what's going on. As meanwhile, Skeleton takes a lot of damage in the mid lane. He's going to barely survive there. He needed to be a bit careful. Maybe if Annie ulted, could have gotten the kill. Ult flash going to be coming out. Nice flash from Skeleton in the mid lane to stay alive. Meanwhile, Rev got the Rift. They're also going to take Rocker's blue buff. Does go to the Mordekaiser, though. So, yeah, I mean, both of them don't use mana, so I guess you just give it to either one. But able to steal away the blue buff. Big win for Rev. But yeah, this Aurelia does need to be careful. We'll see if Skeleton might be looking for something in the mid lane. He does still have the ultimate on the Aurelia. Can look to go for this one. But yeah, one kill at 10 minutes. As here we go. We might be seeing an engage onto the Kai'Sa. That's going to be a flash. Now the TP going to be coming down. Will this be turned around from Revolution Esports? Looks like the TP will be invested, but that's going to be it from the side of Rev. MIT with a nice engage. Also get out the TP from Green in the top lane.
Yeah, not only that, Sphinx has no flash, and both ultimates are used from the bot lanes. Only for really Rakanal, and that was it. So a really good trade of cooldowns in the favor of MIT. Oh, Sphinx almost for the scuttle W.
Now if you're Rev's bot lane, Kai'Sa needs to back here soon, but meanwhile, Mordekaiser is getting bullied. He has the ultimate, now going to send Rakan to the death realm, but help is on the way. Will he be able to trade 1-for-1? Rakan out is going to flash away, but I think he's going down. That's going to be a kill to Green. Will this get turned around? Here comes the Equalizer coming down onto BGS Jungkook. He has to flash away, and it's going to be a 1-for-0 on the side of Revolution Esports. Nicely played by Green. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, looks like Annie is going to get stunned, but that's going to be it. This Revolution, they push down bot, they put the Herald, going to be able to get the plates, and also going to be able to pick up the Stray.
Yeah, really well played by Mordekaiser right there. But one thing I was wondering is who is going to respect him and pay the QSS tax. I definitely think if you're Killistera, like, you kind of need to avert a bit from the lethality build. Just for a bit, just, buy that QSS to have that safety. I don't think Mercurial Scimitar is that great of an item in general, but the QSS is definitely needed for Mordekaiser. But also, if you're a Rakan, you might need it too. Or at least Zhonya's, because if you go in, you're just going to get ulted right away, and then what are you going to do after that? So definitely, you need to see Jason or Rocker start engages. They need Rakan out to kind of engage off of that. Rakan is not the best at going straight in an engagement. He will get blown up every time. But if he can engage off someone else's engage, he becomes really, really good.
Yeah, and one thing I do want to say is that Rakan does have Moby boots in this game. So I want to see Rakan roam then. You're buying the Moby boots, you are all in on roaming, and I really have not seen Rakan out really roam a lot. He's kind of been stuck in his lane and hasn't been able to get anything done on the map, which at that point I just think Moby boots is completely useless. So I want to see him make plays on the map, be able to help out his team. Otherwise, yeah, I just think the Moby boots purchase is just kind of irrelevant.
Up the river now, but yeah, I definitely agree. I think like Ionian, since the item reworks have been like the way to go. It's kind of like the nerf to Mobies and Swifties. So you definitely have to make use of that those boosts early, or you're gonna get like no value out of it because the Ionians are just so good right now. The CDR is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Lucidity boots are just really, really strong right now on basically almost everyone. It's never a bad purchase. As Greed, meanwhile, is going to send the Poppy to the death realm. He's going to get ulted in the air. Remember,
in the death realm.
He's in the death realm, so he doesn't go as far. He was just jumping around. All right, he was doing his Mario cosplay right there. He was flying in the air. As the mid lane. It seems that Skeleton here has been doing a great job in the CS department. Almost has 10 CS per minute on the Aurelia. Now does get that 10 CS per minute. However, he really hasn't been able to incur anything else without with the CS lead. Like really hasn't been able to pressure the map. He is winning his lane, but maybe a solo bolo would be pretty pog.
Yeah, that'd be hard to do because you know, Cass is gonna throw down her W, might have to ult if anything, and just back away. But yeah, doing really good in CS department. I don't think we see a whole lot of like 10 CS per minute in this league. Period, which is really impressive for any IBS player.
Yeah, I mean the CS in this game is pretty solid, I'd say. Now, obviously, there really hasn't been much going on in this game. It's been a very quiet early game. There's 2 kills at 14 minutes. This is some like LCK type of League of Legends. Both teams are just playing extremely safe in this one, which is kind of what we saw. But meanwhile, Solo Bolo in the mid lane, he just goes.
There you go. He called it.
There you go. I said Skeleton. Maybe if you get a Solo Bolo, I would change my mind. And he does. Nicely played out of Skeleton in the mid lane. Now, meanwhile, on the top side, we could see a dive coming through. Jason KB needs to be really careful because with the equalizer coming down, it is good night, but it looks like it actually misses him, but it doesn't matter. Greed picks up the kill in the top lane. Will he die? Oh my God, he goes down. It's a 1-for-1. A bit of a misplay from the side of Revolution Esports. However, it is a 2-for-1 on the map.
Yeah, I guess like right when Turret Pub playing fell, Rev decided to pull the trigger as I thought like I really would not be able to solo cast that easily. So really well played out from Skeleton, but a bit of a misplay like you said from Mordekaiser at the end. Overall, a net worth for Rev.
Yeah, and you know, as you can see there,
Oh, no.
Mordekaiser could have just walked out sooner. He didn't need to take extra turret shots. Unfortunately, does go down. So a bit of a misplay from Greed there. And the equalizer just missed. It actually didn't hit Poppy. Like
It was a zone and ult. It was a zone and ult.
Yeah, put her against the wall. They're like,
Yeah.
get out of here. So a bit of a misplay from Zilliak. They did get the kill in the end, and it is the Infernal. So Kobe, I'm keeping us alive, baby.
Oh, let's go.
We never lose.
Does your back hurt from carrying?
A little bit, but you know, I'll be good. I just need to, you know, just need you to start carrying a bit. You know, carry your own weight. As meanwhile on the top side, it is going to be a 1v1. Jason KB taking some damage here.
Oh,
Nice flash out
wow.
of the top people. This might be a solo ball, the flash, but he's right into Zilliak. And he just says, thank you very much. And that's going to be Jason KB in the top lane going down.
A really nice splash behind the Poppy ult. One thing I do want to point out, the only mythics played so far.
Oh,
yeah,
Killisera is bringing out here. Half flash going to use the ult.
Oh, really nice ultimate E.
The cleanse going to be used. That's going to be the charm coming through the spike, trying for the kill, but won't be able to pick up that one. Killisera stays alive, and now they got to run for the hills. BTX Jungkook, he's got the binding. He's running forward. He's going on to the Spanx. Will he be able to find the kill? That's going to be a lot of damage down the pool. Will go through, and BTS Jungkook going to pick up one. Will miss the dark binding, and Timir will stay alive. But in the bot lane, it's a 1-for-0. They are able to kill the Spanx.
Yeah, you can definitely see Rakana and Killisera are definitely comfortable in these champions. It's played out kind of fight to perfection with the Zayas engage, pull back E, Rakan engage the Ray after that, and luckily Rocker was around. They pick up a kill. It looked really good for Rev, but it's really well played from the bot lane of MIT and also Rocker to kind of show up and kind of clean up after that.
Yeah, Rocker, he was able to show up and obviously pick up the kill onto the Spanx. The pool just does so much damage out of the Morgana. And was able to just chunk down the Spanx and kill him at the end of the day, as we see the lethality Zaya coming out, a Killisera special on the side of Monkeys in Training. And yeah, let's just turn off the stream. Can we ban Josh from the stream?
Yeah, ban Shifty for his own good.
Yeah, can we ban Shifty because
yeah, leave. We're gonna leave the game.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave the game because Shifty is gonna.
So yeah, what series do you guys want to watch now? Because we're done with the series.
Yeah,
we're Shifty's mental.
Yeah. Shifty's gonna join the game. Actually, he's gonna hack one of the accounts and then purposely run it. He's actually an elo. He's an elo. You know, gonna finish the rest of the sentence, but you know, some people know what that is. As we might see it really? Nice stun coming out from Skeleton in the mid lane. But yeah, I mean, Drake was taken from the side of MIT. We're able to pick up the Infernal Drake, so now have 2 to their name. But Yeah, this Aurelia definitely massive in this game. The only problem is that obviously, okay, and I guess there's just a solo bolo in the mid
Uh,
lane. Goodbye
uh,
from the side of Annie. I mean, we're not even gonna see it, but guess that's just a solo bolo single dingle. As yeah, looks like our streamer
Production,
was.
yeah, and
I don't know
production.
what's going on there. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, but Josh, to be fair, I did warn you guys like 2 times that Killstare does like to go like lethality Zaya. So, I would have liked to see the Prowler's Claw. I know that's kind of been coming up in the Zaya one-trick community. Like, Prowler Claw is kind of like an insect in a way of your feathers. Pretty cool. But going for the Dustblade here. And Rakan actually is going Imperial Mandate. I have not really seen that a lot either. That is interesting. Yeah,
as
as Yvonne, a fellow Rakan one-trick, to say cringe. So, a bit interesting builds from MIT's bot lane.
hold on 1 second. I am answering questions because I'm getting like 80 DMs. But yeah, I mean, Rev in this game, they are down 1K now. Is the AK Skeleton maybe looking for something, but he's just gonna be like, never mind.
Yeah, this game is pretty much dead even still. Only like a 1K gold we have.
Jason, here comes the equalizer coming out, but just fucks out of that one as he's like, all right. I
This
mean,
might be 2 turrets from Rev.
yeah, I mean, they're able to pick up the tier 1 on the top side, get themselves some more gold here, but
Yeah,
now
that's getting their charge off.
it seems that our overlay died. Pepe hands. What happened to the overlay? Did we just die? Oh, there we go. Saved. I was like, oh, what happened to the overlay? Saved. All right, just you know what? Igniting best producer was able to save it. Look how easy that was. But yeah, I mean, Aurelia is massive in this game. The only problem is, like I said earlier, I don't know if I got to finish my point. Aurelia is very, very good in lane, but out of lane, it's really hard to play these type of team fights. Meanwhile, we see it engage onto Greed. He's gonna send BTS Jungkook to the death realm. Will he be able to win it? Nice stopwatch coming through, and it looks like Greed might actually be going down. I don't think he's gonna be able to pick up the kill onto BTS Jungkook as he messes up the flash. He tried to flash over the wall, but was still in the death realm and ends up going down for his efforts. So a kill going to the side of MIT. Now only down 1.3K in this game.
Yeah, especially it's a really close game, especially because Rev has took like 1 and over a half turret top. So really close game. Andy has been pretty quiet this game, but is playing the cast, has scaling up to later. Bit stunning in the build, going for the Oblivion Orb, I guess for the just what Aurelia is lifesteal, 1 item, Scyther God. But Yvonne, can you do me a favor? I want to see what skill order Rakan out is going. See if he's going like the Q max, because that Imperial Mandate is pretty interesting to me. I've never seen that before.
Maxing W.
He's maxing the W, going Q.
The
probably, yeah, probably put 3 in the Q to start. Yeah. All right, interesting. Thank you, Yvonne. I just wanted to see that as a Rakan main, but I don't really agree. I think with the Imperial Mandate, I think this battle song been way better. You can speed up your Poppy. Poppy just goes in. You guys off of that. But
all right, well. Gonna have to stop you there as we might see a team fight for this strike. Look at the Poppy flank though, is gonna be walking Rev. Lesphanx is really low, and the equalizer just completely misses, and now Poppy just walks straight into the backline. Now we're gonna see the engage. Lesphanx is already out of the fight. This is gonna be a disaster for the side of Revolution, but they seem to be playing this okay, as now BTS Jungkook into the front line. They're turning on the Jason KB. He's taking a lot of damage. Nice cast. All gonna be coming down. That's gonna be 1 going down from the side of Revolution Esports. It's now a 4v5. Lesphanx is already out of the fight. Will they look to re-engage? They need to be careful. I don't know if Aurelia can carry this fight. Doesn't have the ultimate, as Jason KB going to be running forward. They're going to be looking out at Termier. He's going to get knocked up. He will be going down. Annie, Merciful Crow, able to pick up another kill and a 2-for-1 for the side of Monkeys in training. But more importantly, they put themselves on the soul point.
Yeah, we're good by them because if Rev got that Drake, like this game would be drawn out to like maybe like 40 minutes, but a bit on a timer now for Rev. You have to show up. The Infernal Soul is so strong right now, especially on the what's going to be the Lethality Zaya and the Morgana, and also cast, like Infernal Soul would be really good on them, but pretty well played. I think the engage initially was a bit messy from both sides, but you know, net worth MIT, and we are pretty much even. Only a 1K goal lead for Rev still. Oh, that just went up.
And meanwhile, on the top side, Jason KB is getting picked on a bit, but he is very tanky. It's going to be hard to kill this guy as there goes Skeleton. He's walking away. He doesn't want to become a skeleton. He says, nah. Listen, man, I'm 2-0. I need one more for the UAV. I need to get my kill streak. All right, get me out of here. As he is going to be walking away.
That's a hard line. Yeah, I'm more of like the RCXD kind of guy.
Oh, the RCXD, the little car that goes in. Oh my god, I remember that. The days as yeah, I mean this game is very close, and it's what we expected from MIT Rep. We expected the series to be very close. We expected it to be, you know, a little bit slower tempo. Both these teams like to take it slow. They like to make the right plays. They like to, you know, play through macro, not necessarily just skill check you. And it's a very slow game from both of these teams. But yeah, Rev does have the gold lead, so it's something to note. However, we might actually see Poppy taking some damage here. We'll see as now Skeleton's going to take the 1v1. He does have the ultimate, is going to use it, but remember the W does stop Jason KB, and now here comes the team, as I don't know if you can turn this one, Skeleton. That's the flash coming forward. He's going to get turned. Skeleton, he's trying his best. That's a 3-man stun coming out of him. Will he be able to turn it onto Rocker? The CC comes out, and he won't. Almost able to trade 1-for-1 in that one, but Skeleton, he becomes a skeleton. He ain't getting that UAV, and he will be going down in the top lane. Nice collapse from MIT.
Yeah, I mean, watching a lot of Synapse, I'm like, oh my god, is Skeleton really about to like turn this like 1v3 to a 3-kill? I was really expecting that at first, honestly, but you know, well played by Rakan out and Rocker. Esports kill stairs in trouble here. That's old.
That ult seemed like she was in the air for a really long time.
Yeah, she like floated, like a little like, spin. Yeah, like
she was like floating.
Yeah, can we get a pause? Like that's a bug. We need a chrono shift, chrono break.
Yeah, chrono break the game, guys. What did we just watch? I mean, we saw some fun stuff. Remember, I think it was the other EDL stream when Galio, or it might have been EGL when Galio like ulted in and then got like, or it was VBU and Moon. Yeah, as Ziliak ults the wrong way. He might be going down here as he's stuck under the tower. He actually is just going to run out of that one and will stay alive. Meanwhile, Alistar is going to try to keep him alive. He's going to go and he's going to land the headbutt and the pulverizer. He's going to get rooted up. Has the ultimate, will pop it, but might have popped it a little too late. It looks like they are going to go for him. Temir will be going down.
Alive.
He stays alive.
What does help that? It had to be like less than like 20, right?
He's just insane at the game. All right, he calculated.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he needs to get out there, get out of there now. Meanwhile, we could see 1v1 coming through in the bot side of the map. Looks like Rakan did use the ult, but meanwhile on the bot side, Burst will take a lot of damage. But that's just the slam down. It's hard to win that matchup, especially if you're in the death realm. That wasn't able to kill the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser takes the 1v1, but MIT, they were able to get 2 towers off that in the mid lane. So MIT looking to group, looking to goon squad their way to victory. Meanwhile, Rev, they're trying to split the map, 2 strong laners. But here comes the weak side police, Mordekaiser. You're going to die. He's trying to TP out. Will he be able to get out in time? And he does. It's the weak side police, but he gets away with
That's really good. That's really good for my team. They can both mid and bot push, and they will have time to recall from Drake. So because Mordekaiser doesn't just TP, Rev has to get there early. Oh, they just want to do Baron?
Oh, they're just going to start up the Baron.
They're back and there's the Baron.
No MIT just back, so Rev says, all right, you reset. We're going straight to the Baron. This one goes down super fast. I don't think MIT...
That's a really good heads-up play from Rev.
Yeah,
that's
Rev,
a really good heads-up play.
Rev, they know MIT's resetting, and they just say, all right, guess what? We're going to go straight to the Baron. And they just take the Baron. They catch all of MIT backing. They weren't able to respond to the play.
Are they not going to contest Soul, though? Because Soul is up in 18 seconds. I will take Infernal Soul for Baron every day.
However, they're going to give up the Soul.
They could have contested. I mean, it looked like a really good heads-up play from Rev, but they kind of just botched it at the end. That's free Infernal Soul. Infernal Soul is like one of the strongest in the game right now.
Yeah, so for the side of Rev, they end up Oh, here comes the equalizer coming down. They're going to be looking onto Jason KB. We'll see if they're able to pick up the kill, as now they will be able to. No way he's going to live through that. Jason KB does go down, his third of the game. Revolution, they go to the Baron. They are able to pick it up. It looks like a very good play, but then MIT, they just run straight to the soul and they take it. Now we're going to have to see how much can Rev get off of this. Meanwhile, we see an engagement run off. Look at the feathers pull back from Killistera. That's going to be 1. That's going to be 2 for the side of Monkeys in Training. And it's going to be a 2-4-0 in that fight. MIT able to pick up some more gold. MIT says, all right, you can have the Baron. You can push us in for 3 minutes, but we're going to have a buff that lasts us the whole game.
Yeah, the cast is still scaling up too. Now on two and a half items. I mean, haven't really built like any damage except for the Liandry's. So no, Annie's just gonna get stronger, and Cass benefits greatly off of Infernal Soul. I'm really confused. I thought it was a really great play from Rev. You know, they saw them try to go for Mordekaiser. They're all botless. They just went straight to Baron. That's a really good heads-up play, but you have to contest Soul after. You cannot just give Infernal Soul up for free like that.
Yeah, they kind of just gave up the Soul, and it was a little weird. And yeah, I mean, now MIT with Soul, they could potentially just take this game. But yeah, here come the TPs. They're looking to collapse onto Revolution's bot lane, who is way too far forward. We'll see if they're able to pick up Lesphanx, though. That's the flash from Rakan out. He's trying to stop the flash from coming through. Lesphanx does stay alive. He burns the flash, burns the cleanse. Will he live here? It looks like he should be able to get out of this one. But meanwhile, are they going to go for Temir? It looks like they are going to back off. They're going to land the root on it to the Alistar. Now, they're looking to
damn what?
He has the ult. Locket is used. They're going really deep for this one. Lesphanx even trades one back. Temir will go down, but is so much committed from the side of Monkeys in Training.
Yeah, I don't want to flame Rakan out, but I do not think he needed to go for the flash W prediction right there. I mean, the idea was right. Execution not wrong, and I mean I guess the Imperial Mandate, Sapphire and Water Bill, he does do a lot of damage. I did not expect him to do that much damage to the Alistar right there, but did trade his life in the end for it. So, you know, only support for support. Not the worst trade in the world. Especially because the Rev does have Baron still. I mean, now they don't, but you just get a Baron off the map. But now these next fights can be interesting. Definitely looking for like 3 minutes, 15 seconds towards Elder.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be looking for the Elder. That is in 3 minutes. Now, the game is very close. Obviously, MIT have the Infernal Soul, so they are looking good in this one. But, yeah, I mean, Elder is ultimately going to decide the game. I mean, it's a decently early Elder. I mean, it's like normal. I mean, 5 Drakes. So Elder will be up around the 34-minute mark for both of these teams to take. So obviously that fight's going to be huge, but Infernal Soul going to MIT, definitely have to give them the leg up in the team fight that will be ensuing. Baron is also up in 2 minutes, though.
The Serpent's Fang coming out second, or I mean, third for Killistera. So, you know, still going full lethality. You don't see Serpent's Fang built a lot. I don't think it's terrible here. You know, the Mordekaiser does have a shield. Aurelia can do funny things. Alistar's just tanky in general and has a locket, so I don't think it's like the worst build in the world. But, you know, Shifty, where's he at? He's probably Malden right now, having a mental breakdown over this. But, you know, it's working out pretty good. 2-0-5 for Killistera so far.
Yeah, I mean, Killistera doing in the game as meanwhile, tries to look for Temir, will be able to find it, but this is one tanky Alistar. He will flash away and burn the ultimate, so they will not actually be up, and the flash for Alistar not being up is pretty massive.
We did miss Rumble randomly kind of use Zanya's there. Bit of a mispress. Should be back up, maybe, for the Elder fight. Oh, wait.
Oh, it looks like they're going to be engage, but look at how much damage BTS Jungkook is doing. Temir is going to be going down. That's going to be a turn. It's going to be a 1-for-1 so far. Meanwhile, they have to run away from the side of Revolution Esports. And like I said, the Infernal Soul is just absolutely disgusting. Meanwhile, Greed is pushing in the bottom side of the map, but a 3v4. Killistera.
Oh, wait, that's big.
this could be bad for the side of Revolution. They need to get back. Meanwhile, Lespanx is trying to get some damage down. That's going to be the inhib at least going down from the side of Monkeys in training. They have 1 minute until the Elder, but they're going to keep going. They're going to look for the end here. They're going to be going on to Nexus Tower number 1. Will they be able to end the game? It is 3v4.
Really greedy.
Could be the game from the side of Monkeys in training. Here comes Greed. He's going to be going forward. He's going to be trying to get some damage down. Now MIT trying to win the fight. They're going to ult away 1. Lespanx goes in, but he won't be able to find the kill. The 5th auto onto the passive of Jason KB was not done, and he stays alive. Decent amount burn, but 40 seconds until this Elder is going to spawn. MIT, they have to reset. Greed did burn the flash. Flashes are down for the side of Revolution Esports, and there are still flashes for some of the players on MIT, especially the key carries. The Cassiopeia and the Zaya still have flashes here. Inhib down for the side of Revolution.
They're just gonna stay here. MIT was playing on Knife's Edge right there. I thought like if you completely right there, like the game's probably over. So Red gets Elder and a spicy 24/7 after that, but you know, barely escaped with their lives. Should definitely.
Are they going for the Baron? Are they just not?
No, not again. Not again.
Look, they're going for the Baron.
Not again. Why?
They don't even want to contest MIT. Rev just says maybe they're stronger in the 5v5 and we won't win anyway. So let's just take the one that they don't give us. Only problem is now MIT has Elder and can just run it down and force you to fight them. They have Elder, they have the mid inhib gone, and they can kind of just run it down and look to end the game. But like I said, maybe it's because, okay, Rev thinks we don't win 5v5. We win in split. Give us the Baron, we'll take it over the Elder. The only problem is they might just lose the game off this push.
They're at your base, they're knocking. It's
yeah,
time
here we
to
go.
your sins, Rev.
The engage comes through. There's no way you win the pullback of the feathers. Everyone goes down.
There we go. It's over.
It's going to be a 3-0. MIT, they win the game, and you have to question some of the decision-making from Revolution Esports.
Yeah, I mean, you thought, like, at first, oh, wow, like, that's really smart. They saw the, they had the heads up play at Baron to, like, just go get it instantly, but, like, you can't just go push, like, a wave top. You have to contest on Soul Point, especially if it's, like, Infernal Soul. Like, if it was Cloud Soul, they're like, maybe, you know, Cloud Soul is not the best, but Infernal Soul... So I kind of macro this breakdown overall from Rev. Like that was a really close game. They just made those small macro errors, which I don't agree with. I don't think you agree with the decision making there.
I'm thinking Revolution. All right, to defend Revolution here because I'll defend them. Okay, this is what they were probably thinking, right? They're probably thinking, okay, we don't win 5v5. They have Infernal Soul. There's no way we're going to win the 5v5. So instead, we have to try to split push to win the game. So they say, all right, give us the Baron. We're just going to try to split. The only problem is the other team has the Elder and Infernal Soul. Guess what they get to do when your inhib's down? They get to run it down into your base, force an engage, kill you all, and end the game. So Rev, they started out looking pretty good, but I think they needed to play to their split a little bit more. If they are going to give up these drakes, you have to play towards the Herald. You need to get towers down, and they just weren't able to get towers. They got caught too much, and Revolution Esports, unfortunately, will lose game number 1. But we have game number 2. The series isn't over. MIT up 1-0. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll have game number 2, Monkeys in Training versus Revolution Esports. Alrighty, everyone. Hello and welcome back as production gap. Uh, um, as we are into the picks and ban MIT versus Revolution Esports. Rev, I believe, only lose one ban
The
for
sub?
the E sub this time. Believe. So Timo, no one wants to see him. He is going to get banned away, but Rev actually have bans now, so might be a bit of a different game. Ash and Yone banned away from the side of Monkeys in Training and the Zyra. And Revolution Esports, they take away the Rakan. We'll see what they are going to take away in this next ban here. But Monkeys in Training, obviously Rumble, Diana, Morgana are still left up, and they could just run it back if they want to.
Yeah, they really could. I thought their comp was really good. I think Rev is smart
Wait,
taking
they banned the Rumble? Wait, now they just pick Morg.
oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, so yeah, pretty easy pick for MIT. Rumble's banned. You just pick up Morg, and you should have a lot of jungle prio now. I think Morgana and Rumble are probably the two best junglers right now for sure. But I do like the Rakan ban from Rev because even if Killistera does get Zaya again, her funny lethality build, it's not going to be as strong without the Rakan. But meanwhile, like Rakan could still do good without Zaya, I think. But yeah. Oh, the Leona gonna come in.
And one thing that I find really interesting is the fact that they banned Rumble. And like usually you leave up Rumble or Morgana and you just take the other one.
Yeah.
But they wanted to ban the Rumble. And they're like, all right, MIT, you take Morgana. So Revolution, they obviously must have some sort of answer to this Morgana in the
Ooh, the
jungle if they are
Sivir.
banning the Rumble. As it's going to be Leona Sivir in the bot lane for the side of Rev. So they already showed their bot lane, which we'll see. This can get kind of hard counter. There could be the Alistar coming in from the side of
Yeah.
MIT if they want. That kind of does just destroy the Leona, or maybe the Thresh, which wouldn't be too bad. But we'll see what they are going to lock in. They're going to lock in the Vayne for the side of Monkeys in Training. They are going
The
hype beast
banger.
mode as
Yeah,
the
like
Vayne will be locked in. Now, I guess you would probably see like maybe an enchanter with the Vayne. I mean, like a Lulu or something.
or Karma. I think Karma's really good right now too.
Unless you want to keep the Morgana flex, then obviously don't pick it here. But they're gonna go with the Diana. So
That
Monkeys in
is
Training, they just say we'll just take the junglers. And what are you gonna do? As they're gonna lock in the Diana. So now it's a Diana and Morgana flex coming through from MIT.
I definitely do think that Diana's probably gonna go mid because I think Merciful Crow is very comfortable in Diana.
Mhm.
But I'm kind of curious about like why did they pick Sivir? Because Sivir we only kind of see for like counter picks usually. It's a bit interesting. Oh, Gwen! Wait, is that the first Gwen?
In EDL, I think it's the first Gwen. I'm not
Oh,
100% sure, but it is. I believe it's the first Gwen on stream in EDL.
oh yeah,
So
yeah, for
Gwen
sure on stream.
going to be locked in from the side of Revolution Esports. We've got some spice for this game. They've got the Gwen, which can go to the jungle or solo lanes for the side of Rev. A lot of flex picks in this draft. The only problem is obviously you pick flex picks to flex them. But like if what if the players don't even play them? Then it's just like, is it even a flex pick at that point? But Gwen being picked up, Silas will be banned away from MIT. Obviously, the Thresh going to be taken away. They're thinking that this Morgana is going into the jungle. Um, but we'll see what Rev. Maybe they ban away Alistar next or something. To because I mean Alistar does counter Leona, but they're going to take away the Ornn. They don't want that front line coming through from the side of Monkeys and Training. Free scaling as we said, the Silas is banned away. We'll see what the next ban from the side of Monkeys in Training is going to be. They have banned away the Silas. A lot of good ults for Silas to take in this game, so makes a lot of sense. We'll see what is going to be banned next from the side of MIT. It is going to be the LeBlanc going to be taken away. Now, Rev, their mid does play a lot of these control mages. Oriana, we've seen him play Azir a couple times. So maybe he elects to lock in one of those for the mid lane for himself. I think he plays Syndra. So I wouldn't be surprised if we possibly saw a control mage. Now he could just run it back with the Aurelia if he really wants to and thinks he can win that. Um, I think he played really well as the Lucian will be locked in, and that could be
Oh,
Lucian mid coming through from the side of
probably
Revolution
Lucian
Esports.
top too. I mean, what about a Gwen mid and a Lucian top? Would that just be too funny?
Yeah, and I mean, Lucian coming through. We'll see where that is going to go from the side of Revolution Esports. Monkeys in Trading now with their final picks here. They're going to lock in the Poppy again for the top lane. They say, we like this pick. Roy will take the Poppy yet again. Did kind of get destroyed in lane, but it did have its value in
Yep.
fights. You know, with all the dashes coming through from Revolution Esports, it was a very good pick here. And now we'll see what MIT is going to elect to lock in with their last pick. Obviously, all the flex pick probably going to need to pick a support here for them, unless it is going to be that Morgana support and they just lock in a
Poppy
jungler
support.
as the
Wait,
Kale is
wait.
going to be locked in.
Poppy support? Like, no, Rocker is a Poppy jungle player too. You have
Yes,
to
he does.
remember that.
That is true. Rocker does play a lot of Poppy jungle, so it could be Poppy jungle that we could see come out, as
The
it is
Jax and
going
Kale.
to be the Jax
The
insta lock
battle of the scaling.
for the side of a Revolution Esports. And
Jax can play another
interesting draft
jungle.
from both of these teams.
Yeah, a lot of flex picks here. It does look. My thoughts probably gonna be Morgana Vayne bot, Diana mid, Poppy jungle, Kale top, and then Sivir Leona bot, Gwen top, Lucian mid, and Jax jungle. So some decent scaling options from both sides for sure. Like Gwen scales very hard. I think might have a bit trouble early game, but is only going against a Kale. So kind of handshaking the laning phase. You just want to farm up and scale. Kale level 16. When you look out for that for Jason's levels over time, because once that level hits 16 hits, it's time to die if you're Rev.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Kale is very scary, but does take time to scale. Like, it's going to take some time for the side
Yep.
of Monkeys in Training. They
But
have a lot of scaling, the Vayne and the Kale. Their early game is a
though,
bit weak, though.
yeah, it could be
That
Jack's top and Gwen jungle too.
Mhm.
It's a
Lots of
very
flex.
interesting draft. Yeah.
We should be able to see once we get into like Spectale where everything is going here. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of flex picks, a lot of interesting picks here. Obviously, the Kale and the Vayne, super late game hyper carries. If MIT can get there, it might be doomed. But they really have not a lot of early game. Like they can get slammed early, and they need to be very careful because if they do fall behind, it's just going to be an absolute stomp. They're going to just get ran over. Um, and for the side of Revolution Esports, you have a very strong 1-3-1. Obviously, Jax wants to be in that side lane because later on into the game, like he is just unkillable in the side lane and wins almost every 1v1. And Lucian can split very well also. So you have two very strong side laners. You could look to play for the 1-3-1 for the side of Revolution Esports. But if you are going to play for the 1v1 or 1-3-1, let's not give up Infernal Soul and Elder.
Yeah, let's not make those small little macro mistakes for Baron again.
let's not do that one.
I
But
think early game's a pretty resident sleeper. We see a lot of farming, not a whole lot of action.
yeah, I'll just turn off my stream and take a nap, and then I'll start
Yeah,
casting at 15 minutes.
we're gonna put Yvonne's dog Mimi on cam for the first 15 minutes. It's gonna be the Mimi
Yeah,
stream.
Mimi stream. Okay. Mimi stream pog. All right, Kobe, predict the Drakes. Let's go.
Ocean again.
Cloud.
Running it back.
I'm saying Cloud. I am 3 for 3 in EDL. But the last time I said that, when I was never like I didn't predict anything wrong. Let's just say that's when I lost. So Kobe, you're gonna have to carry me because I'm not going to get it this time, 100%.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I know. I'm more like the scale in this game. I scale with these predictions late game.
Yeah. What level are you right now?
Level 5. Haven't even got ult yet.
Oh,
I'm
so
down
just you.
30 CS in lane right now.
Yeah, but I mean, Jason KB on the Kale in this game should be banger. One thing I do want to point out that I just got word that Hyperion 2-0 TFA.
Oh, already?
It's already over. So
Wow.
Hyperion taking the big dub today. 2-0. Apparently, I heard it was really quick. So Hyperion, that's huge for them. Last week weren't able to pick up the win, unfortunately, but this week coming in strong. Um, wait, no, they played TFA last week. Am I trolling? They 2-0 this week. Who did they play this week? Haven, right? Yes. So they 2-0'd Haven.
No,
Uh,
no, those are
what did I say? TFA. I'm
the
trolling.
boys.
So you know, Hyperion though, big win for them. Obviously, strong team. Um,
Mhm.
and taking the win there obviously is going to be huge. Um, now the Fallen are playing CB, so should be a good one. But Haven only own one, right? They play CB Resurrection next week, which is another strong opponent. Um, but then the weeks after, you got same strategy. The Fallen will be a good one. Feed the Jury. Yeah, actually, all these teams in this group are stacked. What the hell? Uh, there's no easy schedule for the Lunari division. Every single team is really good. So obviously that is going to be tough. If I honestly think that the third seed from Lunari will beat the second seed from Solari, because I think the Lunari is just that, like they're just that stacked in terms of teams. Now I don't think like the skill level overall is like super different in the groups, but I think that Lunari just has like more like they have higher tier teams at the top. Like I don't know how to say it, but like their teams, they have more better teams. Not saying that the better teams are better than the Solari teams, but they have more of them.
Yep.
So it like makes the group a little bit
So
harder.
it's kind of like the NHO North Division versus Central Division. Hockey humor.
Oh my, yeah, but we'll see how that'll go. I mean, obviously we're kind of just stalling, by the way, like till we get into games. So we're kind of just talking about the league.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Shout
I
out to
think Lunar.
Blixby. I know he got that joke. He's a hockey fan. Blixby.
What?
Blixby.
Oh,
In chat.
Oh
He
yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
So, yeah, Haven did lose. But I think they're fine. I think same strategy is my only wild card team in that group. I think they gotta show me something. I mean, they did take a game off FTD, which was pretty big. So, but yeah, they've got to really show me something because their schedule is just impossible at the beginning. They play a lot of good teams, but for the side of in this game, obviously it's MIT Rev. We'll talk about the Solari division now a bit.
Oh.
MIT Rev, I think they're the best two teams in Solari, and I
Oh,
think it's
Blixby.
not very close. I think Rev and MIT are very solid. I think they're probably one of the best teams in the group, if not the best. And then I think next up would be like CPK and Junior Burgers. I just think that the other division, it's if you're a wild card team, it's much more realistic to make it out than in the other division. So yeah, that is something that is big for the Solari division. Toby, what lane
Yo.
are you looking forward to watching? Obviously, I don't. Do we know where everyone's
Hmm.
going? Can we see
Not
where?
really. You know that yet, but I mean, I don't think. I think I want to look top lane actually to see how if it is Jax and Kale top, how like these it's gonna be Kale Jax. We just got confirmed by our production team. Gwen is gonna be jungle. So Kale and Jax, I want to see how that lane plays out. See who can like scale up faster, I guess, and just completely take over the game.
Yeah, I mean it should be a banger of a game. Obviously MIT with the win here. I honestly think if MIT win this game, I think they have a very good shot at being either 6-0 or 5-1 out of the group because I think Rev is their realistic contender. And then I think that next up it'd be like Junior Burgers or CPK. I think BDE for me is fifth. I think they have a decent team. And then I think it's Abyssal and Merciless kind of hovering around there too.
Hmm.
Um, not saying that they're bad, but like they all kind of are the same skill level to me. After like the first 3 or 4 teams, the rest are kind of just equal. But matchups to watch. Yeah, I think this game is going to be huge though. If you are playing a team that potentially down the line, you might have a three-way tiebreaker with, as we saw last season. This was a thing where there was a three-way tiebreaker. Going 2-1 is very important. If you're gonna lose 2-1 because that actually did end up being the difference between playoffs.
Oh yeah,
MIT
yeah.
made
Last season
playoffs
was so
literally.
close.
MIT, the champions, made playoffs as the fourth seed literally through tiebreakers because they won one extra game in a best of three than Rev.
Yep.
So like getting 2-1 is actually huge if you are able to take a game. So if you're gonna lose, 2-1's the way to go. You want to get 2-1. You want to take at least a game because tiebreakers are very massive um, in this in this league. Now we'll see what's going to happen in this game. We see Rakan out on the Morgana support, as you can see where everyone is going. Jason KB on the Kale should be very interesting. Poppy Jungle, we did talk about this a bit, how Rocker
Poppy versus
does play a
Gwen
lot.
jungle.
Um,
Interesting jungle matchup.
so it is his pocket pick. We will see this one. Obviously, Poppy. We'll see how Rocker pilots it. It is his pocket pick, so we'll see how that one's going to go. Going to be the Lethality Sivir coming through from the side of Revolution Esports. We predicted the Drakes. You said Ocean, right? Oh, you're already wrong.
Oh my god. It's rigged. It's literally this
You
rigged.
raked already? All right, Kobe, you talk for the next minute.
I'm talking.
Give me your selling point for both of these teams in this game. How are they going to win?
If you're MIT, I definitely think you want to play around just the interaction. I think if Diana has a really good laning phase, it'd be kind of hard with Lucian. Lucian's really annoying to lane against. Jason KB can kind of ult Diana. Merciful Crow goes in, gets a 5-man ult, doesn't even like die or anything. That's a lot of damage. Killistairs I have to play pretty good too. I don't really know how this jungle match is going to be. Poppy versus Gwen of all things. But on the same side though, like you do have, I think, some good lane prio because you do have the Lucian, you have the Sivir going to clear ways all day. So I think if you're Rev, you kind of want to be the more aggressive team early. You have the Jacksons, also another scaling option. But I think the main thing is I'm going to see how Rev plays around objectives. So last time they threw a bit, right? Was going for Baron twice when Soul was up and Elder was up. Definitely want to see them play macro a bit better. But I think if you're MIT, you kind of want to play for more like the 5v5 scaling with the Kale, because even if you are a bit behind, Kale is level 16, that's gonna be a game changer. But Rev kind of, I think you want to apply the pressure a bit more early all over the map, and that should grant you a win. Play your macro out right. We didn't really see last game, but
Yeah, it's okay. They've got it this game as they actually lane swap. They put the Lucian in the top lane against the Kale. So Rev coming out with a lane swap. Obviously, it is allowed. You are allowed to lane swap your mid and top pending a favorable matchup. And they decided to swap their mid and top in this game. And yeah, this is huge. We never really talked about the lane swap that they could end up potentially doing here because Lucian destroys Kale early. Like, it's not even close. Yeah, the EO Gambling Center. Yeah, once we get affiliate, we're gambling those channel points away. That's how it's going to work. You better watch out, guys. As Jackson to Diana is not a terrible matchup early on. I mean, I believe, as it looks like it's going pretty good here. As, we see a gank coming in into the mid lane. That's going to be damage coming down onto the Jax. The stun comes through, though, and Greed will just live. He's actually hopping back in. He says, I want in. As goes for a little bit of a trade in the mid lane, but didn't have to burn any sums. As I think Kobe's dead.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
All right, you're good.
I'm real quick.
Salty team out. One thing I do want to talk about is the fact that, the lane swap. Obviously huge for Revolution. They've already got themselves a lead in this game. The Gwen jungle doing pretty good for Ziliek here. As looks like he's just power farming. He's going to go for the bot scuttle. Doesn't want to 1v1 that Poppy, so we'll be able to pick up that one here. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, both mids are half HP. BTS Jungkook, though, Rocker will be spotted out on a ward, so he will not be able to get anything done. Now just hit level 4 off that ward. Greed in the mid lane, getting some damage down on to Merciful Crow, but will sustain in that one. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Rakan now going to be taking a lot of damage. Going to be coming down. Will he go down? Temir trying for the 1v1, but Killistera is 1v1ing Lespank, and now it's going to get turned around, but Gwen is on her way. You need to watch the Gwen. Killistera is going to take damage. That's the first blood in the top side going over. Meanwhile, in the bot, one out will be going down. Lespank's going to be picking up the kill. Killistera almost goes down, stays alive. In the top side, it seems that the gank was successful. On to the Lucian. They were able to burst him and CC lock him down. Meanwhile, in the bot side, looks like Morgana Rakan out ended up going down with the Gwen gank.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, like, because of the lane stuff, like Rocker's gonna have to babysit, I think, Kale a lot, but to make sure that she's able to like safely like push out her wave and back. But I mean, ganking and getting first blood on the Kale is even better, especially against the Lucian. So overall, I think the advance there kind of has to go to MIT. It wasn't 1-for-1, but you get your Kale up a bit early, which is always a really good sign.
Oh, and this could be a 1v1. Jason KB, barely stays alive. That's why you chug your potions, kids. He stays alive because he chugs the potions. Quick tip: if you are always getting all in and they ignite you and you have potions, just spam chug your potions, because sometimes you might live because of it. And Jason KB literally stays alive because of his potions. So well played by him. Always chug your potions. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
you could get out alive.
It's a chug gap.
The chug gap.
Chug.
But almost a solo ball, a single dingle from Skeleton in the top lane. I would say in the mid lane, but he is playing in the top lane here. His Greed is pushing in. Now,
I called it. I mean, even though, Skeleton is playing, it is technically a top Lucian. I called it. I'm a prophet.
Yeah, you're a prophet. That's going to be the first Drake going to the side of Revolution Esports. Please don't be Cloud.
He's like Cloud, right?
Oh, okay. We're still good. We're still good. In it to win it. In it to win it, baby. We're in it to win it. I'm 3 for 3. Come on. But yeah, I mean, now Kale's level 6, so Kale can start to play the game a little bit. Obviously, I think Lucian still should win. But Kale level 6 now has the range, so it's going to be easier for her to farm the minions. But what you always have to ask yourself is this a big enough lead for Lucian? Like, did he get far enough ahead in the top lane for this Kale to be punished? And I honestly think no. Like, he's not
I agree. He's only a wave up and a kill down.
Yeah, he's probably even or a little bit behind. His Greed takes some damage in the mid lane, but I don't think this is a big enough lead for the Kale. She didn't really get punished that much. In fact, she actually got a gank. So it's the exact opposite of what you want here. Now, in the bot lane, Vayne is a bit behind, down some CS. Is this Lethality Sivir coming through from the side of Revolution Esports? Temir making a roam to the mid lane. Diana in some trouble here if Temir looks to go, but Temir spotted out on a ward, I believe. As meanwhile, the top side, Cool Gandhi, aka Skeleton, does get hit against the wall, has to burn the flash. Ziliak now in the mid lane. It's a 3-man play. Merciful Crow will be going down. You ain't living through that one, as Ziliak will pick up the kill. Nice coordination coming through from the jungle and support of Revolution.
Yeah, really nice roam. I don't think we saw a whole lot of roams last game, period, even though Rakan out did buy the Mobies. So yeah, we're
and here we go. Coop, he wants in, but I don't know if you want in.
Just want to stop the bags. Stop the bags.
He throws up the W and he says, all right, psych, I'm out. he says, never mind, it's a prank, I'm trolling. As he just runs out of that one. Going to be going to the bottom side of the map, continue the clear. But yeah, I mean, Rev obviously should be ahead early. They've got a 1K lead for themselves. They've also got the first Dragons. We're going to get a replay of this play in the mid lane. So it was really nicely coordinated from the side of Revolution Esports. They are able to get their jungle and support attack from multiple angles in this one, and ultimately able to take down the mid lane of Merciful Crow. But yeah, jungle support synergy right there, huge out of the side of Revolution Esports, picking themselves up a kill.
Yeah, I also do like how the Sivir pick, you can kind of farm safely on it, and has allowed him to kind of just roam around the map on the Leona.
Yep.
EQ, and Diana should just be dead. Drop ult if you want.
All right, well, back to the live game. Like we said, 1K lead to the side of Revolution Esports. Next strike going to be that mountain spawning in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. But we'll have to see what more the side of Revolution Esports can get done in this game, because obviously blue side, when they get to late game, they are going to be pretty scary. Now, if they're able to get this Jax further ahead, maybe get Jax a kill or two so he can snowball this mid matchup in the side lane, he might be able to just take over the game. But obviously, Tail is it's a scary beast. Meanwhile, on the top side,
Yeah, I definitely would not sleep on the Jax though. Jackson's still a hard carry game too, and Gwen as well. Gwen can scale.
Is on the bot side. It looks like the Sivir ultimate was popped, but they weren't able to find and engage onto the bottom lane of Monkeys in training. 1 minute and 30 until this dragon does spawn. Rocker on the top side of the map. Meanwhile, Greed, he's looking maybe to go in there, but isn't able to get the stun. As the Spanx going to get some more mana from the spell shield. And Rocker's now on the top side of the map. Could be looking for a play here onto the Lucian. Remember, Lucian no flash. If he gets the W up, he can't dash. And this could be a lock against the wall, but just in time, he's able to dash out and stay alive. Meanwhile, Greed is here to try to cover. But it looks like he was just trying to run as Merciful Crow does follow him up, and he will get out alive. But yeah, I mean, like we said, in both these games, both teams like to play the slow. They are not fast-paced teams. They favor the macro play. They favor slower tempo games. And you can see here, very slow tempo. They're both teams looking to scale. This is not the unlucky esports or the big duck
LCK. We're watching LCK.
This isn't the fast-paced, we're fighting everything. We're LPLing this one. We're just going to fight you and skill check you. No, this is not what we're seeing. We're seeing LCK.
High percentage win fights is what they're looking for if they want to fight.
Yeah, we're looking for high percentage plays. They're taking the 80-20. They're not taking the 60-40 is what both these teams are doing here. As Jungkook going to get the Rift Herald. We'll see if where he's going.
I want to see the drop top. I want to see the drop top so bad.
Drake is going to be spawning here now, though, as Greed in the mid lane. We'll see. Both teams are hovering. This could turn out into an all-out brawl, as here comes Revolution's bot lane. They have first move. Nicely played from them. That's going to be one going down. Now Rocker has to run away. He's going to get the ult off. It's only going to go onto the Leona. Nice counter play from Revolution Esports.
Wow, they must have, like, they must saw in the future or something, because they are all of them were prepared for that. To be able to pick up Drake nice and easy now. One thing I do want to say about Rev though, like their kind of engage options are kind of lacking a bit. You only kind of have the Leona and like maybe the Jax or Gwen R to kind of go in. Wait. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. So but a good thing is if you're Rev, MIT wants to engage on you once Kale hits 16. So you don't really have to be the one to always engage in the fights, but you do have to be wary that if Kale does scale up, hit that 16 is going to hurt a lot, especially with the ult. And you put that on like a Diana can go in, get like ult out, or Rakan out can go in. Lasagna is his ult too. So Rev do have to pick their fights and engagements.
Yeah, we saw the replay there. And it was just a nice counter engage from Revolution Esports. Their bot lane had tempo, had first move. Were able to walk up and cover that gank in the mid lane that they knew BTS Jungkook was going to do. And one thing I want to point out in this game, look at Revolution's vision. They have the entire river control on their side. They have top river warded, bot river warded. They have all the river control in this game. So nice vision control coming from the side of Revolution Esports from their laners. They've got everything pinked up, everything warded. They know every move that Rocker is trying to do here. Is in the mid lane, we see a one coming. And here we go. BTS Jungkook's going to be going in on a Greed. He has the no flash, but he will just walk out of that one, and I believe he did use it top lane.
Yeah, 2 plays. Yeah, I don't think a kill early game did that much damage, so I think that's a good play. No good kill, a bit more gold.
And Kale's level 10. So
Kale's doing good in this matchup. Only down 10 CS and up 1 kill.
Yeah, some damage coming through. Zilliak, though, not able to get anything off. And what really is interesting to me is both junglers are level 8, which is pretty low. Like that is, those are low.
Oh yeah, especially with the new jungle changes, like whatnot. Like that is It's been a really slow game. I mean, it's actually been, if you look at like kills wise, I think we had like 1 kill at 14 minutes last game, but we have 4 now.
Yeah. What I have noticed is that, oh, okay, the Cullen's going to come out onto Jason KB, going to get him down below half. But one thing I do notice that a lot of these junglers don't do, that I see a lot of like higher elo junglers do, is when they gank, they help them push in the wave. So they soak XP too. So they help them push in the wave, give their laners a good reset, but they're also soaking XP. Now, obviously, the junglers are level 9, but with soaking XP, I feel like they would both be level 10 in the same level as their solo laners, which I just see a lot of junglers do in like gold and above even, that they do this. But, I mean, obviously with the changes, smite, even though you're down 3 levels, as long as you've smited 5 times, it's still 900. As meanwhile, we see Greed going after BTS Jungkook, but he decides to back off of that one as he knew the bot lane was rotating. And meanwhile, in the top lane, Jason KB gets the Ignite on him, but he stays alive. He doesn't go down, and he still has the ultimate that he can use. Now, he is going to be forced out of the lane. He will lose possibly a wave here, depending on when the wave crashes. Yeah, he's going to lose this wave. Yeah, he's going to lose the wave because Lucian will just push it in. So we'll be losing this one. Also, we'll lose a bit of the next one. So Kale is going to lose a bit out here. Nice trade from Skeleton as we now look back. Oh, it looks like... Oh, nope. Kale TP'd. Never mind. She ain't losing the wave. Because obviously Lucian doesn't have the TP. He elected for the Ignite. Now, he does have a CS lead, but like we said, I don't think it's a big enough lead. I think Kale... She's kind of gotten past the point where she's not really useless. She did just hit level 11. So Kale is a champion. Is she the OP, like, Giga 1v9 yet? No, but she is useful. Like, she is going to get her value in the team fights. It is going to be the Cloud Drake up in a minute here. Rev have 2 Drakes, but they're doing the same thing again, where they send Ziliak and Tem to the mid lane. They are roaming together. And jungle support synergy is so important in any game. If, like, you go to a lane and it's jungle and support ganking the lane, it's a 3v1 or a 4v2, depending on where you go. Like, it's insane if you're able to have good jungle support synergy. And that's what makes some IBS teams just better than others. They have insane jungle support synergy. And Temir and Ziliak, even though they don't play on this team, like, they are subs and E-subs, they are having some pretty good jungle support synergy, though. However, they could get caught out here, as now we're going to see a fight on our hands, as that's going to be a lot of damage onto Spanx. He does stay alive, has the ultimate, he will pop it. Now here comes the turnaround. Greed does come down. Killisera has popped the ultimate, trying to be going in. Rakana out, is stuck in the pit. They're trying to peel back. Here comes the Diana ult. It won't be able to get one. It's going to be a 1-for-1 so far, though. Ziliak will be taking a lot of damage. He's going to get the snip. We'll find one. Rakana out is taking a lot of damage. Revolution, they're just going to kill 4.
Almost an ace.
Meanwhile, in the top side, it looks like Kale almost got solo Bola, but this could be getting turned around.
No.
Is that the kill? Skeleton! Oh, he just barely isn't able to kill the Kale in the top side. And it's a 4-for-1 for the side of Revolution Esports. They win the huge fight, and they get the Drake. They're now 1 away from the soul point.
Yeah, that Sever and Jax is so massive right now. I mean, if you're MIT, it's not like really the end of the world. Like we've been saying, you do have the Kale still scaling up. Yeah, not a very good play by them. But, yeah, so they kind of do need an answer next Drake, unless they kind of want to flip it for Barons. I don't think Cloud for Baron is like the worst trade in the world. I mean, it's definitely better than trading Infernal for Baron. So this will be more of an uphill battle until Kale hits 16 for MIT.
Yeah, and I mean, we didn't really get much to replay. It's just Bolo in the top side during the replay. But now he's probably dead here, as Rocker will just flash and take the kill. Greed is looking to respond, though. Will he be able to pick it up? Probably not, as that's going to be the TP from Diana. I don't think Greed actually saw this, but he's still a decent amount of damage. He will actually damage off of that one. And now the reinforcements are here from Revolution. Will they be able to get anything? Most likely not. And looks like Revolution, they are in a good spot. They're up 3K. They have the soul point for themselves. And now Will Revolution be able to take this one, as that's going to be the Rift Herald started up from the side of Rev, looking to secure this one. And we'll see if they're going to be able to get it. Meanwhile, Killistera on the bottom side of the map was able to get the tower. Some more gold into the vein. Here has the Kraken Slayer. We'll see what she's going to build next. As Greed may be looking for a solo bolo. He's going to try to jump in as he's going to be going on to Merciful Kroll. Merciful Kroll needs to be careful here as Tem is now in the top side of the map. That's going to be the ultimate being used, but it's not going to be enough damage. Merciful Kroll will go down. That's going to be a kill going over to Greed. Now 3-0 on the Jacks. And for the side of MIT, they're starting to fall behind a little bit. Now they do have the scaling with the Kale, with the Vayne, but scaling can only do so much.
Right, like you said, I think one of the big gaps in MIT's draft was Diana. I kind of don't see really where it fits in the comp. And, you know, Merciful Crow, I mean, like you said, how the junglers have been roaming together, they're really good to kind of punish Diana, because Diana doesn't really have, like, a big place in this comp. It's more of this, like, he's kind of maybe dump Kale on her, she'll go in, get a massive ult, and still be alive. But other than that, like, Diana, it just doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know why Toxin drafted it for Annie. I mean, Annie's not like a bad Diana player at all, but she has like, what are her items? She doesn't have a mythic yet.
It's the budget build, you know,
as the garage sale.
Yeah, as Rev is taking the red buff, Rev and red. You know, it just sounds like it's meant to be. But they do take that one. No,
Annie sold her mythic. She sold what was it, Rocket Belt.
Probably she sold Rocket Belt.
Yeah, she sold it. She had Rocket Belt.
Oh. Well, maybe undoed or something. I don't know if she walked out of the base or hit undo and wanted to stopwatch more instead of the Rocket Belt, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to look back at that, but yeah, I mean, Rev really in a good spot here. They are up 4K in this game. The solution level 14 now. Strongest in the game here. He's 1 and 2, but here comes the weak side police as he's going to possibly get engaged on. He will just walk out and dodges out on everything, stays alive, and he's just chilling. He's out.
Yeah. Agreed. I know it's supposed to be Flex are supposed to go to jungle, but the thing is, like, you kind of picked like 3 junglers in this comp. And so I just don't really see like why Diana like makes sense in this whole comp together, but Rocker's gonna.
Oh, here we go and engage on to Tem. Tem is caught out here. He might just go down. He is tanky, but he'll flash over the wall and actually going to stay alive there. Needs to be careful though, because Killistera is here. He's going to face check the bush, but looks like Killistera. He says, all right, you know what? You burn your flash. You can live. As it's going to be the Drake spawning in 30 seconds. It is Soul for Revolution Esports. MIT, though, they do have control over this one with Ziliak on the top side. Looks like the Soul is just going to go over. They're going to elect to take the tier 2 instead. So Rev going to get some more pressure on the map here. Going to take that tier 2 in the top side. And that's going to be the Drake going over to the side of Monkeys in training. But Rev, if they really want to, could just go to Baron.
Yeah, they really could, honestly. I think it's the right call here. Because, I mean, you're only giving up 1 foul, so it's not really going to do a whole lot for MIT at all. So another good heads-up play at Baron. Hopefully they don't throw like they did last time with a lot of them. But, yeah, MIT is going to have to survive quite a bit.
Rocker is here. He sees it down to 1K. He isn't going to steal it. But now he's in the pit. He goes down trying to steal the Baron. And now MIT has to run for the hills. They're going to lose their jungler. And that is the Baron buff to the side of Revolution Esports. 7K lead for themselves. We'll see if they are going to be able to crack these tier 2 outer towers for Revolution Esports if they are able to get some more gold and try to crack the base of MIT.
Yeah, speaking of level check, Jason does need only 2 more levels. So, I mean, there still is hope for MIT. But it's not looking really good as Annie did buy Rocket Belt again. I guess like you said, he did want to stopwatch a lot for that fight. But I mean, yeah, the Sivir and Jax is really, really strong right now. And Jax should just be able to go off to a silent and split push 24/7. Sivir is just gonna poke you out with a Q, do like half your health or maybe more with 1 Q going through and back through you. Rocker looking for engage here.
Yeah, Rocket looking for the engage, but there goes Rakan out's HP bar. The lethality Sivir does hurt a lot with those boomerangs or whatever she has. Does do a lot of damage. Azilic, he is walking forward here. Now the siege has begun. We said Revolution does have a strong 1-3-1, and we are seeing it now here. They're able to get this bottom tower, going to be going down. They got the mid tower, and now they're looking for the bases. Vayne just gets popped like a balloon. Sivir, 1Q, just deleted the Vayne.
That's what I'm saying, yep. Maybe not half health, maybe all your health. Yeah, the Sivir is very big. Can we see how many Dark Harvest stacks Sivir has, Yvonne?
Oh, wait, it doesn't matter because there's an engagement in the mid lane. BDS Jungkook maybe looking for something, but wasn't able to find anything as that tower in the mid lane is going down. Revolution starting to crack the base of MIT. They are going to look for this inhibitor. Will they be able to get it is the question. Their Baron is up for a bit longer. They're going to be able to get this mid inhib for sure. But now, Rev is just sieging everywhere as here we go. Solo Bolo coming out of Skeleton. You saw in the bot lane on to Merciful Crow. That's the mid inhib going down. Tower barely stays alive. And Revolution, they get a lot out of their Baron power play.
Yeah, really well macro play by Revolution. Rocker wants to go in on Jax. I don't know if you want that. Jax is very, very strong right now.
Rocker gonna be going in, gonna take so much damage though. He almost ends up going down. And on the bottom side of the map, MIT lost their tower. So now MIT's base, that's all they've got left. They don't have any other towers to protect them. No more tier 2s, no more tier 1s. They're all gone. Rev, 8 towers to 2. They are sieging Revolution. Baron up in 3 minutes, the Soul up in 1:40, and that's when we're probably going to see the game.
Yeah, I don't even think they might need Baron. I think they just get Soul, and they probably can win a fight at Soul if MIT does win the test. I don't think they really should at this point. They kind of want to flip for Elder, because you have like probably KO level 16 by then. But, you know, it's still, if you do flip for Elder, you have to hold out for like, well, let's say like 5 minutes. It seems like an eternity, because Rev is going to take everything, because they have really good split pushing options, I think, with the Gwen, the Sivir can just poke you out from downtown, and then Jax is going to smack towers, kill it in like 5 hits. Like that. So yeah, MIT just have to play it perfectly if they want to come back.
Sorry, I was answering a question again. I got like another DM. Too many problems today, guys. Who knew week 1 was going to go smooth, and then week 2, it's just 50 million problems in my face. You know, that's just what happens, though. As Revolution, yeah, they are up 9K in this game. They have the Drake spawning in 30 seconds. And now MIT, they've got to make a decision. Do we even want to contest this one? Do we try to stall it out longer? Because Kale's actually almost level 16. And with Kale almost level 16, maybe you have a chance, but they are so far behind. They have to somehow find a miracle to win this game. And it looks like MIT, they are kind of just going to give this one up. They're going to let Revolution have Cloud Soul. Now, Cloud Soul really isn't the game. But that's what it looks like here. Yeah, Rev going to get the Cloud Soul. Doesn't even look like they even want to contest it from the side of Monkeys in training. So Cloud Soul going over to Revolution Esports. As now MIT, they're just farming mid waves. They're farming waves. They're trying to stay alive. Baron up in a minute, though. And with this Baron, Rev could potentially close out the game if they are able to pick it up here. Now, remember, every smite fight's 50-50 now because it is 900 once you get that upgraded item. So despite Rocker being down 2 levels, he has an equal shot at stealing the Baron or securing the Baron as Ziliak does.
Yeah, I don't know what Riot Games were thinking with the jungle machine, just to be honest. I think they're really bad. But yeah, it is always 50-50 now. So, you know, still a shot.
Yeah, still a shot in this one for the side of MIT to steal. But yeah, I mean, Rev is just so far ahead. It's kind of looking a little grim for the side of MIT.
Kale did hit 16 though.
Yeah, Kale is now level 16. So Kale, she's online. But is it too late? Because, I mean, she is online. She still doesn't have a mythic. Needs the Rift Maker. But, yeah, I mean, it's looking a little grim for the side of MIT. Down 9K. They need They're scaling carries to finally be online now. Is 2 items enough for the carries to be online? We'll have to see. As now the Baron is being possibly started here from the side of Revolution. They have Jax in the bot lane just sitting there, and MIT, you have to make a choice. Are you going to contest the Baron or are you going to lose your base? As it looks like they're going to go for the fight here, 5v4. They're going to catch up. And now here we go. Going to begin. Kale is here. That's going to be one going over to the side of MIT. They look like they're Diliac has to flash away, but you forgot the backline. Guys, you need to turn as Jax is also just ending the game. Kale doing so much damage. Let's play versus Jason KB. Who is going to win? Jason KB, he's running forward. He's going to get the kill, but the Jax is ending the game. That's one tower down. Will he be able to pick up the second? Jax has so much damage. He looks like he's
solo too.
It's now Kale in a 1v2 situation. Jax and Gwen versus Kale. Who is going to win? Kale trying to get the autos off. That's going to be the flash forward from Greed. He's going to be doing a lot of damage. Jason KB, he needs to stay alive. Will he be able to stay alive? He does.
Oh my God.
Will he be able to hold the game? Zillion, will he go down? It looks like he's training live off of Jason KB. He saves the game. And now MIT, they could look to run to Baron.
Wow, the level 16 Kale came at the perfect time for MIT. Oh, I don't think MIT really played the fight at Baron very well, but this level 16 Kale is so powerful, able to win the fight and be able to come back and kill Jax and Gwen, who were taking your Nexus towers.
Yeah, I mean, they're just online. Kale's online now. MVP performance from Jason KB. We hyped him up a lot last month. Very good player. But now we're back to the Baron, and here we go. We might be looking for another fight. You need to watch the Carol, though. Temir, he goes in. Are there TPs on the side of Revolution? Yes, there is. The Baron goes over, and the TP from Jack is going to be going down. It's now a 4v5. They want to stop the backs from the side of Revolution Esports, but I don't even know if stopping backs is going to be worth. However, it's now a 4v5. In this game, Kale has to do the heavy lifting yet again. Rev looking to end the game right here, right now. They're looking for the Nexus. Will they be able to get it? It's a 4v5. Will they take this? Are they going to risk the 4v5? They say no. They want the double inhibitors. They're going to back away. And MIT with the Baron, they stay alive in the game.
Yeah, we do have Elder spawning in 2:15 too, so an MIT kind of has to hold out, try to keep the waves out of your base if you can at all. And then they have to show up at Elder. And Kale's gonna have to carry that fight pretty hard.
You know what I noticed? We're gonna get the spec delay bug, and we're not gonna know who won. Watch.
What if it's a base race?
Yo, I think next week we make an announcement that after the game, like someone needs to stay in the game for 3 minutes so that we can see how it ends, so that we don't get spec delayed bug. You know, that'd be really, really nice, because that's what happens when everyone leaves the lobby. Like, it ends up like destroying the game. But yeah, Kale's online here as Lispanks takes a lot of damage. But yeah, 31-minute game. This game is very, very close. I mean, MIT could win this one. They could pull the comeback of the century, but are they going to be able to? Maybe not, because they are so far behind. But BTS Jungkook, he's looking for the solo bolo onto the Lucian. That's a lot of damage coming through, and he's just gonna die. Jason KB is massive. He runs forward. Meanwhile, Jax is able to disrupt the backline, but I don't know if this is gonna be enough. He's trying to go on Rakan out. Green is just going to get kited. It's a double kill over to so Jason KB with double.
So good.
Down.
Jax won't have TP, and Elder respawning right like 10 seconds for 10 seconds after he spawns. Elder be up. Oh, MIT's actually might be in a winnable position right here.
Yeah, I mean, this is all started off by Rocker, who's able to find that pick on the Lucian. If that pick is not found on the Lucian, maybe it goes a bit different. But you also need to remember, Lispanks and Temir were in base. They were resetting. They didn't want any of this. So Rev just gets caught with their pants down, ends up losing some of their members. However, the Nexus is wide open. And Rev could just look to say,
oh no,
the game.
Yeah, you have to look out for that. I don't think Jax will have TP in time for that. If they do fight Elder right now, it is in 15 seconds. But you do have to watch the backdoor out from Rev.
Yeah, and I just got note that CB Resurrection 2-0 TFA. So, you know, another prediction wrong. Might as well just, like, I don't exist anymore, guys, I guess. My predictions are trash this split. CB takes the win, and yeah, the Elder is being started. Jax doesn't have TP. It's down to 7K. Who is it going to go to? Who's going to get the Elder? Will it be MIT? Will it be Rep? Now down to 5K. Remember, it's a 50-50. Whoever gets the Elder buff is going to win the game. Here we go. Shredders are going to be popped. That's now down to 3K. The team fight going to be going down. That's going to be a lot of damage on the back line. That's shut down already. Bane is doing
so big!
Is it going to be a triple kill over to kill Astera? Will he be able to get the Quadra? Will they give the Quadra? Zilliak flashes away with the base wide open. Is he just going to run for it? It looks like he is going to run for the base, but the backs are already coming through from the side of MIT. There's no way that Zilliak can end the game. Will he be able to get the inhib though? It looks like that's what he's going for, as Annie is here. Annie trying to kill Zilliak. Zilliak will be going down. It's the shutdown over to the kill, and MIT has scaled. They keep their inhibitors alive in this one, but I believe the Elder did go to the side of Revolution.
I think, but now it's all gone for them. But unlucky that MIT only ways pushing for its top lane, so they really couldn't get a whole lot out of it. But they did extend the game out for a bit. And this Kale is definitely online now. Pilifera also did a really good job at team fight. Also now it's scaled up.
Yeah, I mean, MIT in that one. I mean, Vayne and Kale are now online, and now it just becomes, can Revolution backdoor? Because at this point, you don't win 5v5 anymore. You just have to go for the backdoor. That's the only way you're going to win. And it's going to be really hard. But if this Jax can get a TP...
Look top lane. Here comes Kale.
Yeah. Kale 1v1 Lucian. Lucian, I don't know if you win this. Actually, that's a lot of damage.
Whoa.
The ult is used. He might look for the turn and be able to kill Kale, but I don't know. Looks like he's on the run. Skeleton's on the run. It's the heist of the century. He's going to get out. Oh, wait, he's pinging. He wants to go in. He wants to kill, but he says, all right, never mind. We ain't going for that. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Greed is going to get collapsed on here. Will he be able to get away? He might just have to turn and try to take one. He's going to be looking for the turn. Will Greed be able to take down Anio? And it looks like he will. That's going to be one in a 2v1. Greed is winning. Will he be able to win? No, looks like he's going to die in a 1v2. He trades 1-for-1. Rev is walking down the mid lane, though, but without your Jax. I don't know.
Yeah, your Jax is your main split pusher, too, so, like, you kind of have to just, like, try to grab in and back off.
Oh, BTS Jungkook going to be going in. They're going to be going out. Will they be able to find the kill? Jason running forward does so much damage to Zilliak, but it does not mean anyone goes down in this.
It looked like Rev was trying to 1-3-1, but kind of all collapsing them. I mean, I'm surprised that Skeleton almost turned the 1v1 on Kale. That is an 8-1-6 Kale now. And a 3-5-6 Lucian's almost killing them late game. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, Skeleton for sure has been playing extremely well. I mean, he's had a good series. Now Rev is going to... Now Rev is going to start up the Baron, but they get off of that one instantly. Very close game. 36 minutes, 3K lead for Rev, but doesn't really mean anything in this one. As BTS Jungkook, he's going to walk away. And remember, MIT wins this. It's a 2-0. They take the series. Rev, they can force a game 3 with a win here. We'll see if they are going to be able to do it. As now, Rev going to push down Rev. Rev still in control of the game, basically. They've just got so many towers. There's no base for MIT. MIT cannot lose another fight. They lose another fight, it's doomed. They just lose.
I think if you're Rev, you don't want to start Baron. I don't think Baron is like worth the risk of just getting wiped out completely. But they are going to start up here now.
Here we go.
Kale's not going.
Yeah, Kale's not going. Kale does have TP though, and that's the Jax TP already coming out from the side of Revolution. It's down to 3K. It's probably going to be going down. Can BTS Jungkook get in the pit fast enough? And he can!
He just stole it!
Steals the Baron for the side of MIT. Saves the game. And now will this get turned around? It's a 4v5. Will the side of MIT be able to win this fight? They're going to be getting chased down. Going in vain. He's alive. Kale gets one. It's being turned. MIT with the hero play from Rocker, but the Simmer Boomerang just kills two. It's a triple kill to Jason KB. And
respawn times are really long, but MIT has no towers at all.
And yeah,
so close.
There's no tower. They're just running it down mid. It's Lucian versus the world. There are 30-second death timers on the side of Revolution. Jason K, he deletes towers so fast. He's looking for the end.
That's so risky though. If he gets caught out, then he's gonna be down for Elder. Let's see what he does here.
they're going to keep going. It's 20 seconds. Here comes the Culling onto the wave. They're trying to kill him, but he needs to be careful.
Oh
That's
my
half
God.
gone. That's the kill going over to the side of MIT. 10 seconds left. Will they be able to take the tower? That's going to be one tower going down. Does Jason KB want to end the game right now, right here? He's looking for the second tower. Will they be able to take it? Looks like no. He's going to back off of that one. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, MIT lose their inhibitor with Elder up. They might just, or with Elder up in a minute. Looks like Skeleton will be alive. But this game is on a knife's edge. Rocker saving the game with the Baron steal.
Yeah, really, really close Baron steal from Rocker. I did not know he was even in smite range at all. I don't know how he got in there, but definitely saved the game for them. So it looks like MIT is going to have. They have to be careful here. They're set up for Elder right now, but Rev, they're all up. They can just walk down if MIT doesn't respect them enough. Kale is going to back off now, though. It's a really, really close game.
Yeah, it's really, really close. It could go to any team here. We'll see who is going to take it.
MIT's going Elder.
Yeah, MIT, they are running to the Elder, but
They
their
do?
base is wide open.
Kale does have Baron buff, though. Can recall
Yeah.
very quickly if need be.
They can recall very fast. Just run it down. Go for the Nexus at this point. Screw it. Why are they going for the tower? Oh, here we go. They're now going for the Nexus. Will they be able to add again?
Wait.
The bats are coming.
Oh no! It's over!
They just win the game. They just
Back
run
door!
it. Oh my God.
Oh.
MIT. They climb themselves all the way back. They sent four. You don't
Wow.
4 for the Elder. Why would you send 4? You can do it with 2. You don't need to send everyone. They sent almost everyone to the Elder, and they just get backdoored. It was something we were talking about. That
The next was open. Like, I'm surprised Red didn't like. They took the turret in at him and just ran it down and still got the end. Wow, like that's probably one of the craziest games we've had on stream ever.
Yeah, Revolution Esports.
You caught it. You caught it. Like Elder, like MIT, they commit a lot. Like in the back door.
It's the Elder for base. It's the TSM Classic.
Yep.
I mean, it's more Baron for base, but I mean, it's the objective for the base.
Team Liquid. Team Liquid, right?
And unfortunate from the side of MIT. They were coming back into the game. They did everything just to get doored. And that's why I said you make one mistake being in that position, the game is over. Rev made 8 mistakes, basically. Does it matter? No, because their base isn't open. MIT's is open. They make one mistake, boom, that's the game. And Rev take game number 2. We're going to go to a short break, but when we come back, we'll have game number...
We got 3 games on stream again, finally.
Revolution versus Monkeys in Training. Don't go anywhere. All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Revolution Esports versus Monkeys in Training. We're in a game number 3, absolute banger of a game. Number 2, Revolution with the back door after 20 minutes of just MIT coming back, all nullified with the back door. And we're back here. I'm with my boy Kobe. Kobe, what were your thoughts on the last game?
DNA special. That's just what it was. And traded Elder for Nexus.
Is that a good trade?
Depends what side you're on, I think.
It's just the best trade. But band's coming through. Rev with the first pick, Leona, for Temir at support. And there goes the Nautilus lock-in for MIT, possibly.
Standard, high staff, welcome staff.
Now, what I can say is that what ends up happening is Leona wins lane, but Nautilus wins games. So we'll see what's going to happen here. If the Nautilus will win the game or
With the
what's going to happen.
Kaisa.
Yep. With the Kaisa, very strong bot lane
Pretty
too.
standard.
As Tristana will be locked in for Revolution Esports. Now, it is a flex, could end up going to mid or top and AD. So that is a flex pick for the side of Revolution Esports. As the Gwen will be locked in again for Rev for Ziliak in the jungle.
Maybe.
Maybe,
Or can
yeah.
be
I mean,
flex.
also it still can be a flex. We'll see what MIT what they are going to lock in with their third pick here. They have the Nautilus, they have the Kaisa. We'll see what their third lock-in is going to be, and it's going to be the Trundle hovered here. We'll see if it is going to be locked in, and it will be locked in. Trundle going to be the third pick for the side of Monkeys in Training.
Yeah, I don't know if you watched the PSG RNG series, but Doggo popped off with Tristana. So I definitely want to see that out of Les Paints. Now, Tristana, I think, is a champion that I think is really good right now, but we just do not see it picked a lot for some reason. I don't know if people are not that comfortable on it, but I think Tristana is very, very good right now.
All right. Well, around the league, as we are in the draft, just a quick update around the league. CB did end up 2-0ing TFA. So congrats to them. Hyperion with the 2-0 over Haven. And then in the Solari division, Junior Burgers and Crosspoint are going to a game 3. Merciless Esports Frost BDE are in game number 2. BDE is up 1-0. And then obviously Rev versus MIT. It is 1-1 in this series. So lots of interesting games there. I mean, a lot of people had TFA over CB, but CB coming back strong, getting the 2-0 as we now are into the fourth pick for the side of Monkeys in Training. What is it going to be? It's going to be the Crocodile Hubbard here and locked in for Monkeys in Training.
Ooh, we have not seen Renekton in a while. So yeah, Jason is trying to go off. I mean, no, he didn't play kill last game, never mind. But Blanc picked or hovered for now. See if he gets locked in, but it kind of depends on what Rev wants to play. I mean, might be. I don't think he kind of wants to Gwen top. I think Renekton can kind of run over Gwen in lane. But LeBlanc will be locked in.
Yeah, LeBlanc for Skeleton. Now, Skeleton is a very good LeBlanc player in the mid lane for the side of Revolution Esports. So we'll see how his LeBlanc is going to do for him. As now we'll see what the last pickup is for the side of Revolution Esports. They do have the Leona for engage. Maybe want another frontliner as they'll just re-lock in the Jax, which will be going against the Renekton in the top lane most likely.
Yeah, the Jags actually did pretty well last game. It's definitely probably gonna get beat out early by Renekton. So Jason KV should probably definitely look to take advantage early in lane because Renekton is that staple lane bully. Jax isn't the best early game, but definitely can't set up for the Gwen to come in and gank. High Jelly. Oh, the Zoe. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, and
That's her champion.
Yeah, Merciful Crow getting the Zoe in game number 3 was last season's MVP in the playoffs. Now going to have the Zoe for herself in the mid lane. Game number 3 against Revolution Esports. This is exactly what you want out of your playoff MVP performer last split. Got her the Zoe. We'll see what she can do in the mid lane this game.
Yeah, I know that she kind of took a small break from Zoe, but now is playing it again and is also a very, very good Zoe player. So this game should also be a banger, I hope. I mean, I know like for like Stream Jill, we kind of wanted to end early, but last game was crazy. I think that's probably the closest, most fun game we had to cast. When I like
Yeah.
Kale almost 1v9, but yeah, I mean both games kind of been decided by like this little macro mistakes in the
Yep.
end. See how that will affect game 3. You gotta think of like the mentals of the players too.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, after losing that one for MIT, it's gotta not feel good. You know, you spent 20
Yeah.
minutes trying to come back and all of it to just be wasted on a back door. Um, they were playing really well coming back into the game, but yeah, I mean, Rev just walking it down, ending the game. So are gonna force a game number 3, and we are now into the champion select. When we're done with the champion select, we'll go to a short break. Just have an intermission until we get into the game, because it is game number 3, and we have been here for almost 3 hours, so kind of need a break. But yeah, I mean, looking at both these teams, right? It's game number 3. Rev is one game away from getting revenge on monkeys in training for what happened in ZGG IBS. Obviously, different team, different players, but still have that legacy and for sure want to win this game. This game is important for both of these teams. Definitely getting a win on the board is huge, especially in a season that, I mean, it is only 8 weeks. So you are only going to be playing 8 games. Um, so every win counts. Like every win matters. This is not like the LCS where there's like 60 something games and like, oh, we dropped the game, guys, whatever. No, this is only 8. So every series is going to matter, especially in tiebreakers. It is massive for both these teams to pick up this series. Kobe, you know what it's time for.
Uh
What are we predicting?
I'm gonna go Ocean again. I mean, you have to be right eventually, right? If I keep picking
You're gonna
Ocean.
go Ocean again?
Yeah.
All right, I'll run it back. I'm going Cloud. I'm going Cloud again, Kobe. Is this not a good look or what?
I
Are we?
mean, I've been Ocean 2 times so far.
Are
Good
you?
thing
Are
about
you?
having a third game, I have one extra chance.
Yeah. Are you just gonna keep guessing Ocean until you eventually get it?
I mean, the law of averages says I have to be right eventually, right?
Uh,
Oh
what if I? Well, Kobe, I have the script right here, and it's. I mean, you might be wrong.
yeah, all
I have.
pre-recorded.
I actually have not gotten a single one wrong, Kobe. I've said Cloud every single time, or not Cloud every single. I've gotten it correct every single time. I've not screwed up once in EDL. So I have the script actually, and you're just doomed.
Oh no.
Yeah, I script the entire league, by the way. I'm telling you right now, the finals is gonna be Crosspoint versus Haven. That's the script. That's the finals right there. Don't
Yeah,
ask me
but
how it's gonna happen, but it's going to.
one other thing I have to play me, you, Exernian, Matt
Oh, the
Pizza,
staff
and
team? Yeah.
I mean, I guess anybody from staff.
Yeah, sorry. We're in the IBS losers bracket. We gotta get out of it first. Oh wait, there is
No, no,
one.
no, no, no. Bracket buff. Losers bracket buff, you know? One,
Yeah, yeah,
two per comfort zone.
yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, what if there is no soul? What if both teams choose to ignore the Drakes and there's no soul? Then what happens? Do we both lose?
I mean, we don't win. I don't think we lose though.
So then what happens?
It's
It's
a, it's
just
a, it's
GG.
a, it's a overtime loss. I don't know. It's a draw. Overtime loss.
Yeah, it's OTL.
Shootout loss. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to a shootout and lost because no teams took the Drakes. Um, but yeah, we're gonna go to a short break here in a couple of seconds. Obviously, spec delay. We're just going to take like a 3-minute intermission break before we get into the game here. Revolution versus Monkeys in training. Game number 3 for all the marbles, guys. Make sure not to go anywhere. We'll be back after a short break.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, I don't know if we're ready. I'm just gonna assume we're ready. If they can hear us, this is funny. I hope they did not hear anything before that.
Hey,
When
production.
when our producer goes, "Are you ready?" and then Kobe just goes, "No." But we're into game number 3, and Cloud is the first one. So Kobe, you gotta carry me in this one.
Oh
It's not.
God. Level 16. I'm level 15 right now.
Yeah, you're scaled. You're scaled. You're online. You're the Kale from last game. But yeah, I mean,
30
MIT
seconds until minions spawn.
versus Revolution, banger, game number 3. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's gonna be huge as we already see some 1v1ing in the top side. Teams want to go at it this game. They say, you know what, the first 2 games, we were playing safe, we were figuring each other out. This game, they're like, nah, we're beating you up. We're going in, baby.
Gwendol.
Um, but yeah, look at what's going on there, Kobe.
Minions have spawned.
Can you explain that one to me?
Gwendol.
Gwendol?
Gwendol.
There it is, guys. Wait.
I wish there was a mode where I really wish there was a mode like you could just walk around as the little doll. Like, oh my god, I love that. I love that so much.
Did anyone see that spectator bug where Gwen was still super
No,
small?
that's not a bug. It happened. Like, you can walk around for like a second and then it'll put you back to normal. It's so cool. I love it.
What the heck?
It's not a bug.
Oh my god, I thought that was a bug. I'm like, wait a minute, why is she so small?
They see them. They see him on the ward.
Yeah, throw the emote out. Fine. They're spotted out on the ward. But yeah, I mean, game number 3, MIT Rev for all the marbles, going to be a banger of a game as both junglers this time are starting on the top side of the map. So not starting on the bottom side, as usually I believe they did all start on the top side. I don't remember 100%, but we'll see how this game's going to go. Obviously, like I said in the bot lane, the matchup, Leona wins lane, but Nautilus wins games. We'll see if that statement is true in this one. As meanwhile on the top side, we see some trading going on, but Redacton did get level 2. The flash already out. Meanwhile on the top side, we see the 1v1 coming through. Greed takes a decent amount of damage. He is already down to below 50%. Meanwhile, in the bot side, it looks like there's going to be the hook that is going to land onto Spanx. Now the engage is going to be coming through from Tamir. He is going to exhaust Killistera. Khan out on the Nautilus takes some damage, but it's a trade of the exhaust for nothing. And now, Leona has no sub.
And yep, it doesn't have Hex Tech either.
And you know, Leona with no sums now, a bit scary as Trundle is pathing down here. Leona gets caught. That's going to be a kill. Nautilus has flash. They could look to go on Leona as Trundle is walking down here. This Leona might be dead. As we see here, here comes the Trundle.
There's no word. They don't see it.
I don't know. I think Leona might go down here. Now, if they play this wrong, Leona can set to Trundle and live. That's going to be the flash coming out. They're going to be going on to Tem. Tem's going to take a lot of damage. He isn't living through this one. First blood going over to BTS Jungkook.
Very well played from MIT. You know, Gwen was right there too, but Gwen couldn't really do anything because she was low from her clear. But I kind of wish more supports in this league took Hex Tech, honestly. That's a funny little summoner spell you can use. Or not summoner spell, but, you know, rune.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a kill to MIT early on. Already picking up that one, so nicely played from the side of Monkeys in a training. And, you know, game's looking good for MIT already. They get 1 scuttle. They'll be able to now get the top scuttle. Yep, looks like they were able. So that's 2. Both the scuttles going to the side of MIT. Now, BTS Jungkook only picked up 1, while Renekton, I believe, walked down and took the other one. But Ziliak now spotted out on a ward. He spotted there and also, you know, sees the scuttle. TP going to be burned from Greed in the top side. Now, Jason KB, he has his TP, can look to use it somewhere else on the map. So already TP advantage in the top side.
Yeah, so this game, a bit more action than the first 2 games early already. We do have already kill. And I just think that if MIT wants to win, they kind of have to push the issue here early, as Jason gets a really good trade-off on Jax. But yeah, if you're MIT, you kind of want to be the aggressive here, get advantage, and then kind of snowball from there. Because, you know, the Rev still do have skill options. They have the blocking probably going one-shot Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa isn't positioned perfectly. Gwen is more of a scaler anyway. Jax more of a scaler, and Tristana, you know, can just get like 3-4 items and decimate your whole team. So definitely want to be pushing the issue here if you're MIT.
But yeah, I mean, Rocker now on the bottom side of the map. MIT definitely in a good spot here. as BTS Jungkook gonna take some damage, but not a lot. We already see the lead coming through from Jason KB in the top side. The the CS lead for him, pretty big here. But moving on in the mid lane, Skeleton, my bad, looking pretty good in this one. He's got himself a bit of a CS lead against the Zoe. Moving on the bot side, they're looking to punish Temir again for having that no flash. Has the exhaust, but isn't going to use it. That's BTS Jungkook flashing forward and kill Astera, and it's another kill going to BTS Jungkook, permanently punishing Temir.
Yeah, Rocker's looked very good as game is passing. We don't see a lot of Trundles here. I know he is pretty comfortable in the champion, so good pickup. And they should get first Drake. Let's hope it's not a Cloud or Ocean Drake, because then we lost.
Yeah, I mean, if the next one's Ocean, we just end the stream right then and there. We
go to
just
bed.
Don't watch anymore, and it's GG as that's the Cloud. Okay, we still have a chance.
50-50.
We're still alive. We're still alive. Okay, it's looking big. It's looking good. But yeah, I mean, for the side of MIT, they're already up 2-0 in kills. They've punished this Leona, who's died twice now, has her flash back up, so that is huge. But we will see what's going to happen for the side of Rev, because Rev, they kind of need to start getting some things done, because they're already down 1.2k and it's only 7 minutes in. As meanwhile on the top side, we see a 1v1. Greed already had to pop the ultimate. So Jason KB, without popping his, he could look for something here. He already has a big CS lead, as you can see, on this Renekton. And the wave is being shoved into the tower. No Jax TP. So Jax might end up losing some farm here. As Renekton will collect that wave, push that one in, and it's a 1.2 gold lead for the side of MIT. Now, Rocker in the mid lane, but it's very hard to gank LeBlanc, who can just dash away out of that one. And looks like Ziliak is here to catch some of the wave. But yeah, Jason KB is really dominating this top matchup. As now, this is a sign that, hey guys,
Rift Herald time. Yeah, I mean, my team overall is playing very well in lane. They're farming up very well. They do have a 2-kill advantage, so Rift Herald should be fairly free for them. I don't think one's gonna come down and steal at all. You gotta open up the map a bit more. Probably drop it top, I think. Just let Renekton kind of roam around more, I think.
What? Your mic just die or what?
What? Did it?
Your mic like died at the end. It's okay. As Greed now is going to be by BTS Jungkook. He should be able to get out of that one unless there's a lot of damage coming through, which there is, but he will live. He's just going to be able to walk out. But with him being very, very low, he needs to be careful, because now the Rift is here. BTS Jungkook most likely looking to use it. They're actually going to go for the dive. BTS Jungkook didn't get our aggro, and now they will grab the tower aggro. Nicely done by the side of Monkeys in Training, able to punish the Jax on the top side of the map, give Renekton the kill. Now the question is, will he use the Rift Herald? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, very well played. Like I said, probably want to drop that top, and they make a play top, make a dive top. Ooh,
yeah, in the bot lane, Bank already kills one. Now the resets are coming through. Killastera will be going down, and like I said, Leona wins lane. As you see here, Leona is winning the lane. That's 2 kills over to Lespanx. It's a double in the bot lane. 2v2 coming through from Revolution Esports.
Yeah, but will Nautilus win game, though? It's a question.
That is the question. Will Nautilus win the game?
Killastera perform very well. Has a very big CS lead, even without death on Tristana.
It's out on the replays. We're going back live. Jason KB, he flashes, and now Ziliak is going to follow him, but I think he might be able to have the dash. He's going to pop the ultimate. Does he have the dash over the wall? The answer is no. Greed will pick up the kill. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Mercy lives, chugging the potions, baby. That's twice now MIT. They've gotten away with the skin of their teeth. They've been able to live with the potions. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, chug those potions. They save lives, as you can see there. They live through that, and the game is 3-3 in kills. Very close, but the gold lead is in favor of MIT.
Yeah, I mean, kind of unlucky, like a weird turn of events for MIT, but still very much in the lead here. Up 1.5k, has one tower, has one Drake, as Inferno will be spawning in less than 50 seconds now. See, bot lane is gonna push in, so they will probably have prio for this. And Inferno is bot side right now. Oh, unless here comes support jungle.
Yeah, here we go. Support jungle in the bottom side. Looks like they don't want to pull the trigger, and they're just gonna back off of that one. They're not going to be going for the play there, but it looks like Rakana wants to go as he's going to be engaging on 2-10, but here comes the TP in response from the Jack, looking to TP into the bot side. Now a 3v4. Greed going to be going in on Rakana. It's going to be going down. Same with Killis there. He will die. It's a party in the bot lane as that's going to be one picked up in response. It's now a 2v3. Will Revolution be able to turn this one? Are they going to be able to kill anyone? That's going to be one going down. Now it's Jason KB in a 1v3. He gets one. Will he be able to get two? He's looking for Lespang. Will he pick it up? The answer is yes. He that one, and 4. It is a 3 for 4 for the side of Revolution Esports. They get 4 kills in response. Whew, what an absolute banger in the bot lane.
Oh, Annie out.
Yeah, Annie did need to be careful. Whew, what a banger of a fight.
Yeah, I mean, Rev, still a bit down, but still like winning these fights. Really good TPN from Greed. I think Renekton TV was kind of a bit late. I mean, not a whole lot you can do with that, but it's unlucky. I think Jason did good though, going back in, getting 2 kills at the end of it. But if Fergal Drake's still up, so they can still fight for this. And MIT has the first move on it right now.
Yeah, MIT already starting up the Dragon. We'll see if Revolution look to contest this one as they looks like they want to. It's down to 2k. Will it be going over? It is going to be the Ocean, so we're still staying alive 100%. Meanwhile, Revolution is going to be going in. They're going to find at least 1 kill. Will they be able to get BTS Jungkook? The answer is yes. That's 2 kills to the side of Revolution Esports. However, MIT did pick up the Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, Rev is doing good. I mean, they're not getting the objectives they really want, but they are getting the fights and kills that they want. They are up by 3 now. Still like 300 gold down. That's only like what, like a cloth armor or a dagger. So not a whole lot. Still a very, very even game.
Yep.
So to see, because mid has not really moved a lot, has not really made an impact. So we'll see what mid laners are kind of get the first move on the other team. Still a very close game, but MIT is doing well with the Drake stack so far, and Ocean Soul will be big. Probably still, I think, the best soul in the game.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, wait, oh, Andy got solo bolo!
And yeah, the solo bolo single dingle in the mid lane from Merciful Crow. Well played from Annie. Able to pick up a solo bolo. Write that one down. That's the playoff MVP, baby. Put that one in.
Do we have a replay? I don't think we have a replay of that.
Probably not.
But solo bolo.
Alright, so we're not gonna... well, you know, that's okay. Sometimes some solo bolos are not meant to be seen, you know? They're just disgusting, so we can't see them. They're not meant to be shown on screen. We might get TOS'd as, meanwhile, BTS Jungkook in the bot lane. Okay, he's just, you know, just a drive-by. Okay, he's gone. He just came to say hi, to let his presence be known. As he's, I don't know what he's doing there. He's going on an adventure. Where is he going? Oh, he's going to the mid lane now. He wants to punish this mid. Oh, nope, never mind. He's going to the Raptors. He took the long tour. He took the detour.
The prowess claw, look out.
That was, yeah, he's going on an adventure. Rocker just wanted to visit bot lane. He said, hey guys, I'm just saying hi. He showed up in Hawaii, and now he's going to Europe. All right. So he just wanted to say hi. He's on his way to
Rocker's World Tour.
Now, I don't know where he's going now. I think he's going into Russia. As you can see, it's very cold. So I don't know where he's going. It's the Around the World Tour. Oh, he spotted out Shelly. He doesn't want to go there anymore as there's a monster there. As nothing is happening. Something keeps happening.
Banger commentating.
Yeah. Oh, he's going mid now. He's going to the equator. Look at him. He's here.
He's about to hop on some SpaceX flight. Elon Musk hook him up. He's about to go out of the world.
Here we go. Now we got some action. No, never mind. All right. Well, back to Rocker's World Tour. Where is he going now? Okay. He's going back to the Rift Herald. Oh. Oh, he spotted out. Oh no. He's going to Russia. Oh. Wait, maybe we might see a 2v2 actually. All right, he's here. He's embracing the cold environment. He's going to be going in and out. We're going to Zilliot going to be going in. He's got to use the Shroud to try to get away. I don't know if he has enough damage. He's going to use the ult. He's going to delete the troll. He will be going down. Meanwhile, Jason KB in a 2v3. Will he be able to find Greed? Maybe he will. He's trying to go in. He will be able to get the kill, and it's a 2-for-2 fight. It being a 2-for-3. This Renekton putting in so much work for the side of MIT.
Yeah, like I said, Jason, he needs to be aggressive early. He has been so far. He's been working out. It is very well played. And he's going to run into LeBlanc there.
Yeah.
It's
As
so Rocker hit the Malaysia flight 370 or what?
You can't say that. That's TOS. Oh my god. He was listen, man. He just, you know, he wanted to go to sleep. It's a troll. You know how trolls lives in caves? He was gonna, you know, nap time for him. That was a lot of damage out of Zilliq, by the way. That ultimate was well played. But Jason KB this game has actually, I think, been the savior of like half of these plays. Like half of these plays look like they're going Revolution side, and then the Renekton just comes in and cleans up 2 kills before he dies. Like he is trading back and making this game like way closer than it should be. So Jason KB has been playing exceptionally well in this game. It seems like in the mid lane that Skeleton always has first move. Like he's always the one to get there first. So he always has prio in this mid lane on this LeBlanc pick. Now we got 20 seconds until this Drake spawns. So it is going to be very key for Revolution to stop the soul. But meanwhile, ooh, he didn't get caught. Yeah, the police are here for you as he's fine. He's not dying.
Yeah, but going back to what you said about Jason, I think he's definitely had a very good debut for MIT. And if his team does end up winning this series, I think he should be MVP of it. He's looked pretty solid all game. I mean, only really one mistake made last game with the Elder call, but very good performance from him. And as a Renekton is just taking everything right now.
And
yeah, Renekton. That's not very good for Rev.
No, Renekton very strong here. Rev, in response, kind of want to run it down mid, but there are reinforcements coming in from the side of MIT. Maybe they decide, let's pull the trigger, but they're going to not do that one. The game is very close. We got a 200 gold lead as Renekton will be spotted on a ward. And actually, he might be getting collapsed on his. He's going to take some damage. He does have the ultimate. Will he be looking to turn? The answer is yes. He's going to be going in. Will he be able to trade? That's going to be Nautilus going on to the Tristana. Tristana has the flex. He's alive. Lisbang has to run for the hills. That's Killer Instinct right in. Killisera will pick up 1, and this could be the fight for MIT to win the game. They might be able to snowball, and that's going to be 3 going down for Revolution. MIT able to collapse.
The league of the game and answered Gwen almost killing off Renekton fully there. It's like pretty much the ult almost killed him, and then Killisera get into 1 auto attack off on Lisbang, went over the wall to take on the Tristana. So yeah, game of answers here. MIT's come out on top, and now the goalie's up to about 3K. But good news for Rev, you know, he did kind of stop the Dragon stack for a bit. Jackson still scale up a bit, and your Gwen is looking pretty good right now. But Jason KB is running the show right now.
Yeah, Jason KB definitely doing a solid job in this game, helping his team here. Is BS Jungkook maybe looking for Skeleton, but isn't able to get that one there as he will back off. Now, Skeleton, when we were watching the replay and just got out of it, he had to use his flash, so he doesn't have that one. Ended up burning it because Nautilus was going to land the hook and didn't want to get bursted down. So does not have the flash on the LeBlanc. Now, it doesn't really matter that much, though, because, I mean, LeBlanc does have 2 gap closers with the Distort and then the Mimic, which is the ultimate. So he is pretty fine. Can get in and out of situations pretty easily. So it shouldn't really be that much of a problem for Skeleton here. But if he is way, way far pushed up, like potentially here, and he got collapsed on, yeah, he might die. But it's like he won't be getting collapsed on. Will be fine in this one. 2 minutes and 30 seconds until that Drake is going to spawn. MIT with a 3K gold lead in this game, and kind of back to just chilling in side lanes right now.
Yeah, I mean, all this gold lead isn't really from the kills from MIT. It's more like the CS and the objective taken from them. So pretty good macro-wise this game. Hopefully they don't make a blunder. There's been a couple of blunders this series so far, macro-wise, but you do kind of have to watch out for Nautilus though if you're just starting up, because like he walk up, he's gonna press R, and you're just gonna be locked down. Hillstair is definitely gonna be jumping on top of you, so more and more this game goes on, the more and more your position is gonna be really important, especially without Nautilus. You know, Leona wins lane, but Nautilus wins game.
Yeah, I mean, Nautilus wins games, Leona wins lane, as now in the top side, maybe potentially looking to collapse on Jason KB, but this guy, he's a big Croc, you know? He's not sad Croc, he's happy Croc. This guy's a beast on the Rift. Very, very strong here in this game. But yeah, I mean, like you said, Drake is going to be spawning here in a minute, and that is going to be huge. As meanwhile, they might have caught up Zilliak, but he's going to dash away, and now we might see a bit of a brawl coming here. Going to happen in the top side, as that's going to be the knock-up onto Greed. Nautilus, he's like, guys, I'm here too, as he just walks out of that one. And we'll have to see what is going to happen here, as it is very, very close. I mean, it is a 3K lead for MIT, but most of that gold is almost all of that gold, if not all of that gold, is on the Renekton. This guy is an absolute beast on the Rip as Rocker. He does have the Herald, could look to send it to the bot lane, because it looks like that's what's going to happen here, is the Ignite will come down onto Skeleton. And now that's going to be Rocker jumping in. He wants to have some fun, but like I said, LeBlanc, even if he doesn't have the flash, can just distort out of there and chill. That's going to be bot tower going down for the side of MIT with 20 seconds on this Drake. I'm going to assume that the Drake most likely is going to go to the side of MIT.
Yeah,
Sorry, I have the hiccup.
I think that's really good map awareness by Rocker. You know, you have the Rift Herald, you put it down bot, so you get all that bot prowess. You know, I don't think Red should have been able to contest anyway. Oh wait, no. This is illegal. This is illegal.
Hey, here we go. That's the TP coming out.
It's spotted out too.
MIT, they go, no. You ain't doing this to us 3 times. We know you're trying to do this. As here we go. The team fight is going to happen, and now everyone's jumping in. That's going to be one going down for the side of MIT. It is getting traded back. Zilliak is going in. He's trying to do as much as he can, but it's not enough. And that Skeleton going down. It's going to be the ace. What are you? The side of MIT.
Oh,
also
no,
could be the Baron. It could be the Baron if they do it. Okay, it is going to be the Baron also.
There has to be a bit careful.
MIT. This time they spotted it out. They were like, no. This happened twice in 2 games. This is not happening again. We know you do this. We know you trade. And they're like, no. We've got you this time. All the health bars were super low. Look at Jason KB's Q. The empowered Q just almost deletes everyone. And he does his job in the fight. No way Revolution is going to win this fight. Everyone goes down. They don't even trade one, and the game is blown wide open.
Yeah, it's kind of been the story of the series. It's like little macro plays at objectives that has been blowing the games open. I mean, like last game it was the 4 Elder while your Nexus is exposed, and then game 1, like Rev did that 2 times, and it kind of came back to bite them both times, and definitely did there like an immediate effect, because that was almost like an 8K gold lead. And MIT is on Soul Point, and now they have the Baron, so MIT should just be able to, you know, you can send Renekton off to a side lane, maybe he can 1-3-1 a bit, and then when it's time for that Ocean Drake, you're just gonna go grab it, and you have Ocean Soul.
Yeah, I mean, what's probably gonna end up happening, to be honest, is I think MIT is just gonna end the game. I think they're just gonna, to be honest, I think they're gonna run it down with Baron and be able to end. I think Rev is just gonna get a little too anxious, and they're going to try to force a fight, and then they're just going to lose off of it. Now, I'm not saying that's what's 100% going to happen, but I just feel like that is probably what's going to happen in this game. I think Rev will get over anxious. They're like, guys, we're down so much, we have to make a play. They're going to try to end the game. We need to keep it alive. And then I think when that happens, MIT will.
I wonder if that was like Rev's kind of theory with like starting the Baron there. Like, they had to make a play, because I think like, yeah, they were not in a great spot, but I don't think you had to force that Baron play. I mean, you do have the Jack.
Well, here we go. As that's already 1 down from the side of MIT, and that's actually a lot of damage on the side of Revolution, but It doesn't matter. This Renekton is so strong in this game. 3 down. The Spanx needs to be careful as he will probably fall down in this too. And just like I said, they might get a little over anxious, get caught, try to start a
the game. Yeah, that's
and
the game.
look what ends up happening. They get caught. They then opt into the fight, and they end up getting ace. Monkeys in training with the 2-1 victory in this series, improved to 1-0 on the season. Revolution with the loss now slide down to 1-1. But let's just say I predicted MIT 2-1, boys. That's all I gotta say. All right. My one prediction, that's correct. Okay.
We didn't mention Drake. All the Drake's correct.
Yep. Yeah, actual victory screen, Pog. Well, Revolution, unfortunately, losing this to MIT. Very, very close, though. I think could have went either way in this series. So nothing, terrible. You can still good takeaways from this series for Revolution. MIT 1-0, huge for them. Start off the season with a bang. And taking down Rev always feels good for them. But yeah, I mean MVP. Definitely Jason KB. I think that guy played insane in this game. Definitely played insane in game 2. Obviously, game 1 was on a tank, so really, didn't really do much. But yeah, definitely an great performance from Jason KB, the subbing in for tomorrow in the top lane. But before we go, Kobe, you got anything else before we close it out here?
I mean, it was a fun series. We actually got a third game early split, so we didn't have to wait all season. But yeah, it was a fun series, and I'm definitely looking forward for the rematch later. These two teams should be fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna be all it is here from the desk. This was Kobe and Clutch casting EDL here. Rev with taking the L 2-1 to Monkeys in training. Well played to both teams, but make sure to be here Monday at 8 Eastern. We're gonna have Pakapal and Colonel on the cast. Next week, we've got on the EDL on Friday, we've got Feed the Dream taking on a Hyperion Shadow. Leper Koopa going against his own org should be an absolute banger and a good timeline. Thank you guys all for watching, and we will see you guys on Monday. Peace.
Bye, guys.